days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe. There stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture. Loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolf, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic relief crusader.
Hey guys, welcome to a frantic Friday of unpronounced proportions. And for some odd reason, my background is all screwed up. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter because it's Friday. And as many of you know, God, I've lasted 2 years on YouTube of absolute stupidness, of covering everything that's been going on in the news and in entertainment and blah 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 blah. I want to thank everybody that's been here dropping off so far. I want to say hello to Len Rod. Hail to you, dear sir. And John Rendell. Man, it's been a while since you've been here. Jeez, I've been missing you, man. Great to have you here. And Razel Kanye Reviews. Great to see you, dude. And we got Disney Sheep Herder. Howdy and hail, my friend. Stuck at work, but I always have time to lick the like button. Yes, lick that like button. Lick it good. And Super Goji Reviews. All hail Crusader of Comic. And Potato Raven, how's it going, my man? Dude, I just love me a good spud. Heaven forbid we have another potato famine in Ireland. So how's it going, all? Thank you for joining me here for this 2-year anniversary special on a Friday. What a way to end the week. And I got some people here that's going to be sharing this wacky 2-year anniversary. First and foremost, the fruit of my loin, my firstborn, and amazing gal who is having a birthday in 2 days, plus on top of that engaged, as I have informed pretty much everybody on my social media, and of course being the dad of the daughter who is embarrassing her right now, Marissa Murray. How's it going?
Hi.
Dear daughter
Hello.
of mine.
What's up? Plenty of very unique descriptors. Yes. Hi. I am.
I know.
I'm the daughter figure being put on
Yes.
public display.
Yes, exactly. Dad's puppet. Oh. And sitting in on the third chair, everybody's favorite hater of New Trek and, well, pathological illiterate in Queens, New York. We have Admiral Cheek.
You have done well, my friend.
There you go. Good night, Governor. And
How you doing?
coming-
I'm here to talk about the passage of time. 2 years
Oh, are
ago, when
you?
this show began, it might have well have been an eternity for pop culture.
Oh dear God, I can't imagine why. So maybe we just have to go in the Wayback Machine and just start over again. I don't know. So, and joining us also the man of mystery, who is our resident narcoleptic because he makes videos late night and whatnot and just likes to stay up late. We have Pop Culture Republic joining in.
Hello.
Hey, Republic.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too
Good to see
shabby, my dear friends.
Yeah, good to see everybody. That's
And
good.
for anybody else, I got a link out there in the chat. What we'll do, if anybody else wants to join in, you may join in as well and just have fun in the mirth and merriment. That is I can't really say Titillating Tuesday, but a Frantic Friday. Let's put it that way. So, yeah. So, how's everybody's week been since we last chatted? So,
Going pretty well.
well, that's anticlimactic.
Yeah.
God,
It's great.
there we go. It's great.
Great.
So, and yeah, Teague, we know your pain. We felt it, and
Musical Star
the-
Trek?
yeah,
Pain of the musical one. Yeah.
Oh, dear Jesus.
Our
Yeah.
ships are heart of oak, our men are jolly tars. I mean, what happened when that was musical Star Trek? I would have preferred to watch younger Captain Picard sing that song in 10 forward for an entire hour than what I sat through yesterday.
That
Oh
would
my
make sense,
God.
right?
You know what? There were so many executive producers sucking up the money. One person wrote the story, the lyrics, and the music. I'm going to call that musical production of Strange New Worlds what it was. Scamilton.
Yeah.
It was a fucking scam.
And also joining in, we got Potato Raven.
Hello!
What's up, dude?
Hey.
All the way
Haven't
from
seen the
Rhode Island.
Haven't seen the episode, but dear God, that 27-second clip is just... I legitimately thought it was a TikTok skit.
That was the best they had to show you from that 27 seconds, too. Like that one moment of dancing was the only moment of dancing. I guess Spock is the best singer. That's my takeaway.
Well, I mean, the
Okay.
guy who plays Spock, his family have been in show business for at least 4 generations at this stage.
Yeah, but I scoff at that because my father hunted down the son of Sam with a bunch of other cops, and I can't fucking find my own keys. So what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, exactly right.
Your dad dropped you on
yeah.
your head?
I would hope so, right? It would explain a lot.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's hurtful.
Hey, Admiral, you should come on my channel when we're talking about some Son of Sam, because we're doing true crime. That'd be actually honestly interesting.
I knew he was caught before anyone else, and I know a couple of theories that I knew about 12 detectives on that squad that
Oh, there
hunted
we
him.
go. And also joining, we got Appion.
Hey, buddy,
Hey.
What's up, dude?
What up, y'all?
fellow survivor of musical Star Trek.
Yeah, there we go. Illustrious daughter Mari, how has your week been so far?
Huh? My week? It's been
Yeah.
okay. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about privately, I guess. Or publicly, I guess I should say.
Good job.
Yeah, that's something. I don't
Okay.
really want to talk about it though.
Yeah.
I'm not really from this subculture of I don't know, nerdiness, I guess. I'm more the gamer area
Okay.
of expertise and subculture, I suppose. So I'll chime in whenever. I don't mean to be quiet.
By your avatar, I was expecting you to be an otaku.
She's partial to that. Yeah.
Don't worry, the same cultural vandals are coming after your pastimes.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So, Appion, how's your week been going, dude?
Good, very good. Thanks for asking. And congratulations to you, man. And let's do this anniversary thing. I'm doing well though. I've just been playing a lot of games myself. Beat The Witcher finally, so that was nice.
That's
Ooh,
good.
did you?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a long ass game.
The Witcher's
okay.
beard got very, very scraggly during his progress.
Oh,
Yes.
did it really? Oh, wow. Well, generally I do this on a Tuesday, but what the hell? It's my show, and I'm gonna do what I want because I can. So, finding some stupid news here. What shall we do? Yeah, okay. So, because we always have fun with stupid news that I find in the news. So I just happened to come across this. Yeah, this on Fox.
Beware.
Beware of short people.
Given
Short
that
people may-
given that the average height of an Irishwoman is 5'1", I'm in trouble.
Are you?
Yeah.
This is explained a lot
Yeah.
then.
Oh, so much. It's like living in a country full of psychotic Oompa Loompas.
So regular Oompa Loompas.
Regular Oompa Loompas are fine, but no, the Irish ones are like just psychotic Oompa Loompas at this stage.
When you say that they're crazy even for Oompa Loompas, these are all Deep Roy Oompa Loompas.
Exactly. Deep state Oompa Loompas.
Warwick Davis, Leprechaun.
But I thought they were all happy because the grass just tickles their nether regions.
Well,
No,
Hugh
that's a
Grant is
dog.
now an Oompa Loompa.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. So, oh my god.
Dude, if you there's a joke in Europe about Ireland that if you're happy, don't open a history book on Ireland.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't imagine why.
I know. Someone's like, "Oh, I'm so happy. Oh yeah, we're studying history today. Oh, what are you studying? Irish history. Put that book down."
Today's lesson on Irish history will be taught on a book of paper imported from America because the country was deforested. Let's begin.
Yeah.
Frank,
Well,
what is the science behind this? I mean, how could they just throw this out there?
And what about every single person in Beijing?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I suppose I would
they're
explain.
no short or
I
Asian.
don't know. Probably not.
No, but I mean, like proportionately, genetically, height is sort of like, there's a racial component to a lot of height. Right? I'm Italian. I've seen a lot of short little Italian guys. Joe Pesci comes to mind.
Psychopaths, all of them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Joe Pesci. You're right. You know what? I bow to the science of this. It's true.
Well, a lot of height is also based on how much food and good nutrients you get as a kid. Like in Ireland, height has been increasing now since 1964.
I believe that because my Irish grandparents were both 5 feet tall, and my father, born here, was 6 foot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He had proper nutrition. He didn't live through a war and a famine.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we lived through a war, but we won that one easily, World War II.
Yeah. Well, actually, technically, by your grandparents' age, they would have lived through 2 wars because the Civil War and War of Independence literally happened back to back, literally within a month.
My grandmother was born about 1908. Yeah, well, it was one continual conflict. You would have had to tell people there, hey, guess what? There's a brand new war because they were just still fighting.
Yeah.
You know what? I've never seen a short German person. Not really.
Nope.
Like, say, under 5'5" or anything like that.
They sent them all camping.
Yeah, they all disappeared around 1940.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose I can agree with that.
Isn't it
also, I wanna say
fortunate,
hi
though,
to-
that...
Also, I just want to say hi quickly to Tim the Enchanter that just dropped in. Hi, everyone, and congrats on 2 years on YouTube. Thanks, man. And Captain Friend of Nerd, hello to you, sir. And Dadman Walking, howdy and congrats. Howdy and congrats to you too, sir. Let's see, and I think I'm all caught up now so far. So, yeah. So, anyway, go on.
How'd they find out that short people have psychopathic traits? How'd they get this?
I don't know. It's a study. I mean, the vast scientific knowledge behind a study. It's no telling what they came up with.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking of the phrase Napoleonic syndrome.
Yeah.
That's That's always been
But
floating out there.
what did Napoleon do that was all that bad except topple a bunch of absolute monarchs and give people similar constitutional rights that we have in the United States?
Yeah.
So I mean, bring on our short little dictatorial types. I'm all for it. I'm only, and where does that leave me at average height? Does that mean I could go either way? Or just a little psychopathic?
Teetering on the brink of insanity. So
Rex Hewer, the Gilgo Beach mass murderer, is 6'1".
Right.
And how do
So
you
is Alec
define
Baldwin.
average height?
Alec Baldwin kills people. He's 6 feet tall.
There was an Irish murderer here, and the dude was arrested. The dude was like 4'11". Fucking hilarious.
Oh really? Oh jeez.
Hey,
Wow.
Like they were murdered, and then the police trolled them by arresting a 4'11" person and charging them with it. He overpowered his victims.
hey, comic. Could I share a TikTok if that's okay? It's to do with this.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
It's what.
Okay. Let me write that down. Okay.
Okay, you can see it, right?
Okay. There we go.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
That can't be real news.
Yes, it was.
Oh my god.
Are you
not getting a lot of dead people talking back, huh?
Yeah.
Well, imagine that. I had nothing to say. Oh, jeez.
I saw another news headline.
What the problem would be.
Wow, I wonder if she still has a job.
I saw another news headline that said, police chief perplexed as most homicide victims will not answer.
I'm here at the morgue.
Let's go to Dave at the Ouija board.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Dave's on the Ouija board. He has the latest comments from the victims.
Yeah, real dead crowd. I don't know.
Sure is hot down here, says the victim.
Who killed you, soon? Tell me who the murderer is.
Let's take a page from Full Metal Alchemist and raise the dead that way too. So how about that?
Because
I watch a lot of
ever happens with that.
He was about 4'11". I couldn't see what color his eyes were. They were below my line of sight. He had dark hair. I think it was a he. I couldn't tell. It was either a man or Velma.
Oh God. Okay. So here's something else. Okay, I might have shared this before, but what the hell? We all run on coffee, and hey, JRC99, how's it going, bro? This that I just recently saw also in the news. So is coffee racist? How drinking coffee perpetuates white supremacy.
Oh no.
Created by black people for black people, and now a pillar of white supremacist capitalism. If you consume coffee, you are helping an industry built on racism. No, because coffee originally came from, let me think about this, the Middle East. So,
did coffee come from the Middle East, or did it come from the New World? Because remember, until they have coffee and tea, everyone in England's dying at 30 from drinking infected water.
No, well, that too, yeah. So,
I'm going to research that one.
Apparently, Java, there used to be, like, now an extinct plant of,
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Coffee originated in Ethiopia. It made its way north across the Red Sea into Yemen. Or is that Semen? Yemen. Sorry,
Yemen.
Yeah, it was taken by way of seamen to Yemen. Seamen on boats in the 15th century, and it started to be grown there in the Yemeni district of Arabia. By the 16th century, it was known in Persia, Egypt, Syria, and Turkey. So it doesn't get to the English are drinking their dumbass tea until like 1795. But
Flip City Magazine.
I know that.
I thought it was milk, and that was racist. Well, yes, that's racist too, because milk is white.
I went to a Winn-Dixie to get coffee, and they put the light and sweet ahead of my cup of black coffee. They made my black coffee sit in the back of the tray. So I think maybe there is some racism in coffee.
Oh, wow. So they made it tan instead of black, and therefore it's not black enough.
They're like, "You sure you don't want to splash your milk in there?" And I'm like, "Nope, man. My coffee matters. Just give it to me."
Seriously, the entire world runs on coffee, pretty much. How is this like just everybody drinks coffee? Why is this like all of a sudden now white supremacy? Give me a break.
Because people need something to complain about. I don't know. It's crazy.
You think that's stupid? You want to know the dumbest thing that Ethiopia's doing?
Yes, I do.
Ethiopia has been running the longest, no, trust me, bro, scam in history. They are claiming to have the Ark of the Covenant in the church, but you can't go in to see it.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, that one. That one. Yes.
I have been in the church, though. It was a very long time ago. I'm a Scottish Highlander, born in 1653, so I managed to lose my accent. I've been living in New York since the New World was discovered.
There you go.
Now, was it New York or New Amsterdam you moved to?
I moved originally, it was New Amsterdam, but through a series of trusts, I've passed my property down from myself to myself, pretending to be my own child.
Oh, is that how it works?
That's right. I'm Admiral Teague from the clan Teague, and I am immortal.
Oh, God. So, Tim the Enchanter, I'm sorry, but I'm not stopping drinking coffee and tea if it makes me a racist. Fine.
I'm going to make more. I'm going to go make more.
Yeah.
You should. So, okay. So, oh, God. So, that's enough stupid news. We took up 22 minutes of time just doing that, and that was just great. So, Pops. Oh, hey, Pops. How's it going, man? Yes, coffee is clearly racist. It's all brown. All.
Nah.
You might be able to get every human skin tone by just slowly adding milk to coffee.
I think so. I think you're right. Yeah. So, okay. So this is kind of what I wanted to do. Is pretty much go through like maybe 2 years of history of pretty much every stupid news that I've covered, like pretty much from the beginning. I know it's going to be a lot of videos, but we're just going to poke fun at everything. Fun. It'll be fun, yes, because you know what? There's been a lot of stupid stuff that has come out. So, and chat, yeah, this is what it's going to be all about. We're gonna have basically like I didn't pick every video that I've done because that's going to be a lot of videos, but we're just going to have a fun at the most ridiculous things that have come out because we need to laugh more. This is what the whole thing is about, right? So, John Rendell says, yeah, right. So BLM is going to do a Bud Light on coffee now. Yes, they probably will.
Wait, so Bud Light still exists?
Bud Light still exists. Exactly. So, okay. So the first video that I put
wait, hold on. I just want to say that's the opposite. What they said is only people of color can drink coffee. So you have to be white to break the coffee rule.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Flip City Magazine. Yeah. Happy 2 years. That takes dedication. No, it just takes insanity and quite possibly a lot of stupidity to want to do this. So, but thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So, first video that I released was about Y, The Last Man, which was a DC comic. If anybody remembers that came out by DC Comics like years ago. Yeah, and I believe a few years ago it was announced that it was going to be released, I believe, on HBO. Now, the reason why this was so stupid and woke is because they did the whole trans agenda thing. Because if you remember anything, especially out in the chat, that Y, the last man, was essentially the last man because there was a mysterious virus that was going around that literally wiped out all men on the planet Earth. But for some odd reason, he was not affected, thus making him the last man. So everywhere was basically populated by women, and everybody essentially was hunting him down, right? So
I kind of like the story. How much he must be getting laid left and right.
Well, you would think so, but no. But in the show,
I would let myself go.
Well, I mean, you got to start
getting laid no matter what.
Worse than
I
you are
would be like a Morden Joe.
Yeah, it kind of would be, wouldn't it? But the thing was, in the show, they adapted it so that trans men who are technically, scientifically, biologically men, because you can't change DNA, survived. That they would not be affected by this virus whatsoever. So yeah, so John Remble, yeah. So the last man was Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh, come on, come on.
It'll be Dylan Mulvaney at the end of time with the bunch of Bud Lights.
Yeah, so ultimately this show met its demise because the ratings were just not there on account of, what they were trying to push at the time. So has anybody seen this show?
No.
Yes.
Wait, it happened?
It happened.
It did happen beyond development? Because this is a fucking stupid idea. If he's not getting laid left and right, it should be I would see the softcore porn version.
Just the softcore one?
I would see the hardcore one. Yeah, you're right. I'd watch both at once on 2 different TVs.
A feminist dream.
If I was the last man on earth, the first thing I would do is I'd totally let myself go. I'd eat fucking cookies and cake all day long, and I'd just walk around, like with a sign, like "man" with an arrow pointing down, and I wouldn't be able to stop getting laid, and there wouldn't be much of a plot to the show. It would just be like I would be getting older, fatter, uglier, and balder every week, and just like the women would stay just as hot. It'd be like, I'm gonna have a threesome with Amelia Clark, Ensign and Lieutenant Commander Troy.
Jeez. Yeah, but then once you get old, ugly, and
Picard
bald,
harem.
Performance would go down. So
Picard harem.
That would be part of what made this show so great. When I couldn't get it done for them, and they still kept coming for me anyway, because there's no other men left on Earth. It's like, we have to go on a supply run for some Viagra. Bev.
So Potato. Seeing how you saw part of this, what's your thoughts?
From what I remember, because it was only shown for 3 episodes over here.
Yeah. It was that bad.
Yeah, it was on Fox over here, and it was shown right after the Orville. Then they moved it to before the Orville.
Oh, yeah.
And then still no one was watching it.
Oh, God. Jeez.
And, from what I remember, there was some woman, for some reason, who was really angry at him, and kept screaming at him. So the guy was basically trying to live a normal life,
like the other men, and die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly.
And it said the world doesn't need men anymore, and I'm like, cool. I'm turning on something else now.
The show doesn't need me.
Good luck.
Good
luck getting the plumbing done. There. So I don't know. So
the
plumbing. Okay.
Yeah.
The plumbing.
Well, hey, no, not bashing on women, because I've known some women plumbers and whatnot. But you know what? It's and this is not to be sexist whatsoever, okay? Because there are a lot of women that do a lot of trades and whatnot. But you need to have a balance. There, men and women. There are things that women can do that men can't. There are things that men can do that women can't. But I mean, this
like drive.
Just ridiculous.
So, guys,
what?
I went on to Wikipedia.
Yes. Okay.
Hold on one sec. Tiga will drop that to you.
Mistake. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I went on to Twitter to read about the description of the people.
Right.
Okay, of the cast, and it's just going through Jennifer Brown is the mother and a U.S. Congresswoman who's previously chair of the House Intelligence Committee. Someone else is Agent 35, a member of the secretive Culfer organization, and Yorick's bodyguard. Then it's Yorick Brown, an amateur escape artist, e.g. a cheap-ass magician. And the last note, here's the important thing, cisgender male alive.
Yeah.
And his pet monkey.
Yeah.
The monkey is named Amsfred, and he is the only surviving male mammal. Only other surviving male mammal.
Yeah. Weird, huh?
Wait, so the male
We
animals
got about
died too?
35 years. We got about 35 years left until this planet is just ready for colonization by the Skrull.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So-
Then it's like Elliot Fletcher, a trans man, also Hero's best friend, which means that they basically somebody named their daughter Hero.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
That's almost as stupid
if
as my
they're
Uber.
Japanese,
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, so from here, then we go on to the show about the Muppets. Okay, so why I included the Muppets on there, because there was a segment that, because Disney now owns the Muppets, and we can see the decline probably starting around here, maybe, with some of their other owned properties that Disney owns. In the Muppets, what was going on with that is they've reintroduced the Muppet Babies, and they did a whole segment of kind of like Cinderella, except Gonzo was Cinderella. And essentially basically cross-dressed Gonzo, and all the Muppet Babies was like, "Oh, that's fantastic, Gonzo's great." It's like, oh,
shouldn't
crap, are you kidding
Piggy
me?
have had that role?
You would think so, yes, but no, they didn't even make Piggy in a dress. They had to make Gonzo in a dress.
Oh yeah, that bloody thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Why not
God,
Oscar
I
the
could
Grouch? That would make them real angry.
But they're all forgetting that Gonzo grows up to marry a fucking chicken.
Exactly. Yes, Gonzo trans. Yeah, that's right. Because Gonzo had a girlfriend chicken.
That's right.
A
That's
wife.
the whole thing. Yes. Right. So even then, it didn't even make sense. Oh my God, the Muppets.
Wasn't like, I mean, not to like, I don't know. Didn't they like confirm like forever ago that Gonzo like doesn't have a gender or whatever?
Doesn't have a
like,
species,
like,
right?
Whatever.
No, they didn't know what Gonzo was.
He's
right?
like Goofy. There's only one.
I thought this was
Yes.
like. No, sorry, I just looked it up. There was like a comic strip in like '84 that like showed him going to the bathroom, and like he goes into a bathroom that's labeled whatever instead of man or woman or whatever.
Oh yeah, because nobody knew what Gonzo was actually. Like they didn't know if he was they knew he was a Muppet, but they didn't know if he was like, I don't know, like a vulture.
That's
or
not really. Yeah.
or whatever, right? So they knew he was a
Alien?
guy.
Literally whatever.
Yeah, because it was like a Muppet movie.
I am
where,
okay
like,
with
the
that.
Planet of Gonzos or something like that. So
Yeah, when Gonzo goes into the whatever bathroom, that's actually appropriate. There's no agenda there. That's Gonzo's just like he's like Goofy. It's like it's up in the air what he is.
Yeah.
Gonzo's
Actually,
Goofy
Goofy's being confirmed to be a cow.
I thought he was a dog.
What?
All right, well fuck
No,
me.
he was a
No, because
dog.
they have Pluto.
Wait.
Pluto in there. And
Wait, hold on.
wait,
Last
hold on.
thing I heard. Hold on.
If Pluto is a cow, he's transgendered because he's male. He could only be a bull.
Pluto is definitely a dog, right? And then
Well, that's
that's
my
where I got
thought, yeah.
confused. 'Cause I thought Pluto was a dog, and then Goofy was some weird mutant dog cow thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
okay,
Goofy,
so
I thought
Goofy
that
is-
Goofy was a dog.
He is.
Yeah.
Until he was
He
a cow
is.
for a while. Goofy is a black and tanner coonhound.
We'll take that with our coffee joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So
Say hello to everyone at the Southern Poverty Law Center. It's Teague,
Third one-
T-E-A-G.
Yeah, exactly. So third one I did was Star Wars Visions, where they let basically a lot of animation houses in Japan do their own, like anthology of Star Wars tales, right?
That was actually good.
I like the
That
Samurai
was-
one a
That one
lot.
was pretty good.
That
Yeah.
was
Samurai
This was
one was
less
great.
bad.
series.
This was
Yeah,
much
exactly.
less bad.
Yeah. How many of you guys watched it?
I did.
Season 1.
I did.
I watched
Yeah.
most of it.
Oh, it was so good.
There's a
Jeez.
season 2, isn't there?
Yeah,
Honestly,
there is
there
where
is,
they
yeah.
where they expanded more to more places around the world, like say India and France and
Places
somewhere-
where they
it was
could give a
either-
fuck about woke. Like the best, keep it with the people who did it last year. Stay in fucking Korea and Japan. They don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about woke.
Exactly.
There was, the ones done by Studio Trigger, the two that they did, that was just phenomenal. The first one in season 1 was just, oh god, that was amazing.
Yeah, I love the samurai one with the Sith that began hunting other Sith, like he had a change of heart.
But that's the thing, was he a Sith?
So good.
That's a thing. Was he or wasn't he? Because he certainly didn't act like a Sith.
I was never certain on that. That's a good
like the thing. One of the things you could put it down to is he could be a Jedi who lost his own saber, and the only one that survived was the one on the Sith that he killed. As a mark of disrespect to the Sith, he was going around using
killing them with their own weapon. Yeah,
exactly. And the Sith's lightsaber was already a mockery of the Jedi.
Yeah,
exactly. So. But this was an awesome series, man. So far, the only thing that Disney did right, in my opinion, besides season 1 of The Mandalorian, and that was about it, and maybe Rogue One. So, because yes, I did like the Rogue One movie. I'll put it out there. I don't care. So
I like it too, and like looking back at other things, it's less offensive than other Star Wars that come out, and it actually tried to bridge the gap between. New Hope, and try to add some more to that movie.
Yeah,
trying to enrich that movie. So.
You know what?
I'm hearing good things about Ahsoka. Sorry, go ahead.
The thing I liked about Rogue One was that we saw something in Star Wars that we hadn't seen since the time of George Lucas, and that was their environment playing a role in the fighting. In the library, there's an element of altitude mixed in with the fight. In the other movies, we just have people charging at each other, firing their guns.
Yeah.
In this, and in the guy's other thing, Andor, a few times they managed to work environmental stuff into the fight to make it better. And I'll give you an example. In Lucas, Cloud City, just the element of wind and altitude affects that fight.
God, and then, that so much. Yeah, Bespin is the best.
Oh, so good.
That is still one of. I don't care if people say Duel of the Fates is their favorite or that the Revenge of the Sith is their favorite. My favorite lightsaber duels with the most weight are number 1, Luke versus Vader at Cloud City, and number 2, Obi-Wan's sacrifice in A New Hope. Even though it's not that fucking great, the best technical lightsaber duel is Revenge of the Sith.
Now, as far as lightsaber duels go, I would be tempted to throw in the Jango Fett versus Obi-Wan at Camino City, where they're fighting and they're having to deal with
Jango wins. Yeah, Jango Fett beat him.
Yep.
I like how
only people to beat Obi-Wan in his prime.
The way Lenrod spelled it, it's like almost Rouge One.
Yeah,
right?
Lenrod
Ron Rouge One.
Was she not involved?
Right.
Is that true?
I don't.
I think it was very minimal. Yeah,
extremely minimal. She stretched out her tentacles and tried to take on over.
Yeah, if she was involved, Andor would not have saved Jyn Erso. Jyn Erso would have done everything. She would have been amazing.
Yeah,
would have
exactly.
Krennic out.
That's probably
like step aside, Andor.
She's still pretty amazing in that first 30 minutes. That movie takes a while. It's a bad movie for the first half hour. I'm sorry. I do like it. I like Craddock's entrance. But everything after that, until we kind of get to the grown-up Jyn Erso, like the struggle of child Erso, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Oh, why is this like so bad? Okay. So, 000. Yeah.
He's the man who hated being Bond.
The last Bond
face. He hated it.
Rachel Weisz.
Good.
No, it was
Rachel Weisz didn't even like him as Bond. She was always changing. She had major input in that character.
Yep. But no, the last James Bond movie written by everybody's favorite. What was it? Droid and indie sidekick. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh yes, we do.
Phoebe Waller.
Yes.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Yeah.
That's it. She just has her fucking paws and everything, doesn't it?
Oh God, yeah.
Nothing
right up there with KK.
So I mean, I gotta admit, I mean, because I did go out and see it, and I didn't mind it too much, but I thought Yeah, first of all, you kick him out as James Bond, so technically he's not even 007. Replace him with another 007 with this big, tall black woman. That's the new 007. It's like, no, 007 is James Bond. James Bond is 007.
Yeah.
Don't it's just this replacing him. And just, oh god, it drove me nuts. It just drove me nuts.
We were told that was a damage. We were told that movie was recut to minimize the damage, and that there were some pickup scenes, like allegedly, and I think Drinker said this. The scene where they're talking, and he's talking to Captain Marvel 2, the chick who's now Captain Marvel, and she's now also James Bond, or she's 007. And the conversation's like, they gave me a number. It doesn't bother you? And he just sort of gives her a look. That was supposed to be the end of the scene, but then like the door opens and the pickup is opens the door, or Mallory opens the door and goes, 007, come in. And like they both walk forward,
and they both walk forward.
He goes, I was speaking to Bond, and he looks back and goes, does it bother you?
Yeah, best line.
Best
line that he delivered as James Bond in the entire run. I totally agree.
But we saw his
best moment.
But we saw his ass. We had nudity in that movie. It was him. His wife. They were ashamed to have the wife in the movie. She wore a shapeless T-shirt and the world's biggest pair of boyfriend 501s. Anna de Armas is allowed to be beautiful, but she calls him a loser like 15 times in her 5 seconds on screen, and disappears. And way to go with the Latino representation. Look how smart we are. She had a 3-week class, and she was a better spy than James Bond. Yes. Double wielding those fucking Uzis.
Exactly.
She was
come on, to hone your skills as a Spawn takes years, not 3 weeks. Come on.
And just think, this was after
they have to have her cuck him.
Yeah, and just think, if the rumors are right about the test screenings being so poor that they had to reshoot a lot of the scenes.
Yeah.
This is after they did that, and it's still bad.
Exactly.
I think they confirmed.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, because there have been brilliant female spies over the years and stuff like that. Like, hell, the Russians used them during the Cold War, and they were very successful. Yeah. But I mean, come on. After 3 weeks, you're just a super spy? No, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry.
They didn't work too hard on that dialogue.
They did.
Like, he had to brutally kill someone in like a bathroom to get his light, like that first kill in Casino Royale. But what did she have to do? Oh, she's good? Okay.
3-week class. She had a uterus, man. Come on. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Of course she was better at it than him.
And YouTube, that's a Nerf gun that I'm holding to my head. Not an actual gun. A Nerf gun.
Gasp.
Exactly. Let's see. Oh yeah, number 5. Yeah. So a little bit of a tribute to Jack the King Kirby. All hail Jack the King Kirby. The one who pretty much started it all with the big
that's
Marvel
right
push. So when
we see Loki season 2, we should all celebrate this man's greatness. When you see the glory that is Loki season 2.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that's right. And if anybody didn't see the video from yesterday that I posted, I mean, there's Jack talking in that rare LP from 1975 San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's something you don't find very often. That is an extremely rare album, and I just wanted to share it for posterity, because I mean, this kind of history needs to be remembered. And Jack's granddaughter on Twitter, when she saw the video, she's like, "Oh my God, thank you very much for this. I almost cried."
Oh, that's great. It was a good upload.
That was cool.
So
but to get that kind of validation,
that's not bad whatsoever.
You should look into having her on. She must have some stories.
Oh God,
she's pretty active on Twitter, right? She runs the Jack Kirby Twitter account, doesn't she?
I think
isn't there a Twitter for him? Who's spinning in their grave harder, Jack Kirby or Gene Roddenberry? Honestly,
I would say probably Siegel and the creator of Superman, Siegel and Schuster, because I mean, damn, those guys like pretty much died almost penniless from not getting any royalties from Warner Brothers or DC.
That's terrible.
or just barely
right.
any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
So,
Disney made the actress who did the Ariel and the one who also done Snow White basically ruined their entire career. It's like, no, you can't sing for anyone else.
I know, right? The 7 diversity hires. So, but oh yeah, then we had this marvelous film that came out. So next in line in the Marvel MCU. Oh yeah,
Aquafina picking up a bow and arrow for the first time, and then minutes later she's able to do like a mile-wide shot on a dragon. And
yeah. Oh, this
sounds about right.
Shang-Chi was so bad. It was so bad. And Simu Liu, the guy that plays Shang-Chi, you know, even though he's from Canada, this is probably one of the few times I'm going to bash Canadian because this guy is such a racist piece of crap.
He's a terrible leading man. He sucks in that movie. Like,
Barbie.
He has no charisma.
Yeah, he's one of the Kens in Barbie.
You know what? He doesn't have much charisma, and that movie was Aquafina's starring vehicle. But that beginning sucked. It was so boring. It was a really boring movie. And the one thing that sticks in my mind more than anything else about Shang-Chi, guys, if I'm wrong, help me out here. When he sees the map made of water of where he has to go, wouldn't you have taken out your phone? We knew he has a phone. We saw it. Wouldn't you have taken a few pictures of that fucking map before it disappeared? He got that from fucking memory? Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. Well, it's one of the things from Aquaman that I actually kind of liked was when they went to the desert and they found a pillar that needed water. And your one used a lot of like magic to get it, and he's just like, I mean, could have peed on it.
And then they go into the land of Pokemon. They
Can I go there too?
go into the land of Pokemon. Yes.
Oh, and Shang-Chi, yeah. There's all kinds of Pokemon.
Since before the Sahara was a desert.
I swear to God, all they did was just take Pokemon and just make them look lifelike. That's all they did.
Yeah.
Because I
already,
I don't know, like what, a Growlithe. I think I saw like maybe, I don't know, some sort of Charmander of some sort, you know. And
they already did that. It's called Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. So they might as well just take all the Pokemon from Detective Pikachu and put it in the mystical land of Shang-Chi. Oh, gee. Oh, yeah, and that was the other thing. That was the other thing. In this movie, oh no, this is the real Mandarin that's showing. Not the one that was in Iron Man 3. That was just...
Oh, but he's got him as like his fucking court jester. He's in it. He's like his jester.
Yeah.
This is
he makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Poor F. Murray Abraham. He has an Academy Award because he's such a great actor. And now when I think F. Murray Abraham, I think F. Murray Abraham.
That's
F
right.
him.
The Dawn.
F him. I don't want to see him in a movie.
The Dawn of the Rabbit
Fucking
Chicken
Gandhi.
Tacos. Yep. And the Rabbit Chicken Ice Cream. That's right. Exactly. Where Mexican Iron Man gets his rant from.
It's funny that you bring Shang-Chi up too, because they teased this whole show with the sister at the end, and that was supposed to be like a spin-off, and that never happened. Where's that show at Disney?
Oh, wait, hold on. The Mandalorian was...
Yeah,
was
somebody
it
along
F.
the
Murray
way figured
Abraham?
they wouldn't do it.
Or was it Gandhi? Was it Ben Kingsley?
Ben Kingsley was in
Yeah, it was
Shang-Chi.
Ben Kingsley. Yep.
So Sir
They
Kingsley...
gave me money.
Kingsley.
They gave me things.
They gave me drugs. Why'd you do it? Drugs. You were hooked on them,
Drugs.
huh? No, they gave me more. He played himself in Iron Man 3. At least that was tolerable.
There you go. He was
Man,
consistent.
that Iron Man 3 pissed me off because like all the trailers, he was super serious. You know, I am the Mandarin, and then they just completely nope, he's a joke. He's a fake pony.
We're never going to get a comic book accurate Mandarin.
So next one.
But we got a payoff on this in Secret Invasion, where we got all of that great stuff. The extremist stuff was reused, so we've rescued that story.
Yep.
Yay.
The next one, Matrix Resurrections.
The movie that never should have been made.
Oh God.
He's not the one anymore. They're the two, and Trinity is just as important, maybe more.
Yes, he's not.
He
number
can't fly
one.
without
He's not
me.
the one.
Made by the woke sisters.
So why isn't Wait,
And Neil
if
Patrick
there's
Harris
only-
was the bad guy. What the fuck?
And they never left the Matrix.
Ah, that movie
What?
was a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
I hated it so
They
much.
never left the Matrix.
Did you hear that the Wachowskis are now saying that the entirety of the Matrix franchise is about being transgender?
Yes, I've heard
Yeah.
that.
Oh my god.
At that point,
One
I
of the
lost
writers,
all
I
interest in
think,
watching
is, right?
Resurrections. I
But-
think
but
both
No,
of them.
the
Both
two
of them-
directors,
both of them are.
both Wachowski
Right.
brothers, are now the Wachowski sisters.
Yes.
No, one I think might. Okay, I'll take your word on that one.
Both
But
of
I
them
know
are.
that
Definitely both of them.
they
Both of
did
them are
kind
now.
of like they didn't change the character. They just didn't address it. But there's one character called Switch who is supposed to be transgender in the Matrix.
Yeah. It's weird. It is so weird.
They just don't talk about it.
This just ruined the whole trilogy before that, right?
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
they
I know that
pretty
the
much
other
destroyed the
stuff
fuck out of
wasn't
it.
That great, but yeah,
But didn't one of the directors disown the vision of the other before publicly? They're like, I have nothing to do with this. This is not my Matrix. I don't approve of this.
Tim the Enchanter. Yeah, I only like the first Matrix movie.
Yeah, that's the only good one, really.
That is really the only good one. The one with the rave is terrible.
Yeah,
Oh, the big.
it's
you know,
much
orgy or
like
whatever,
the
and-
Highlander. There should have only been one.
exactly.
The third one is awful.
Yes.
But the Animatrix is actually good.
That's the
trilogy
one with the
came
rave,
out
the third one.
Only the first
Yeah.
one was great. Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. Yeah, this.
But
just-
we thought it was going to be the new Star
Reloaded
Wars
had
walking
some
out of the
fun parts.
theater.
The second
Yeah.
one-
Exactly.
Oh no, I meant
That
the
chase
anime
scene.
Matrix.
Yeah,
That
that,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, the Animatrix. Yes,
Yeah, that was
Way
a good
back
one.
in way back in 1999, though, walking out of the movie theater for Matrix 1, we were like, if they can make another movie half this good, it's going to be the new Star Wars. This is fucking
Yeah.
great.
it did happen.
Yeah.
No, the first one was lightning in a bottle. They could never recapture that.
Okay, so everybody remembers, like back in the '80s, Doogie Howser, right?
Yes.
I was
Okay.
born in '88, so no.
No, well then, we had the fantabulous remake Disney.
I didn't even know they
Doogie
did this.
Kamealoha MD. So this was put out by Disney. Yeah, and it really didn't get a lot of news or attention. But you know what? I like taking that small little news that nobody pays attention to and just bring it out into the open. And
What's that on your
this-
tongue? 1,600 milligrams of like Xanax to deal with
Yes.
this show?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Did you
What do you
know?
mean What do
I
you mean it
willingly
wasn't great? It
roofied
looks
my
like a winner to me.
Yeah. I willingly roofied myself in order to get this out of my misery.
But
It was the-
hey, Commander, Sir Crusader, I thought you roofied yourself every night to get to sleep. It's just where you woke up was a bit of a mystery to you.
Damn it, you found me out. So,
But did you know that Disney actually rebooted the show and nobody knows it actually exists?
Yep, this is the
Yeah,
first
I
time
can
ever
believe
hearing
that.
of this.
Yeah.
and
They
this-
have.
yeah,
Oh no, not that, a different one. They have made an all-black reboot of The Wonder Years.
yes, I heard about that. Oh, my god!
Wow.
So
Yeah.
this show, they literally admit that they are ripping off Doogie Howser, and essentially she is Doogie Howser, and essentially telling her she is literally Doogie Howser.
Well,
Listen to it.
on this one, I can have the Hauser verse implode and be okay about it. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Yeah.
like it's like finding out they've like recast the show Wings and everyone's been swapped genders and races. I was like, all right, I can live with it, but it just it's so formulaic is what it speaks to.
Yeah.
John
It's been
Redmond.
called Doogie Howser.
Absurd, so draw your own conclusions.
I'll get
Doogie
into
Howser
this the
won.
same time. Oh,
He was
I'll get in.
that show was a little preposterous. He was like
Yeah.
17, like 16 years old, and he wasn't just a doctor. He was the bestest doctor ever. And his rival was it Kit? Was it the voice of Kit? Was that his rival?
Probably.
Well, that was a rival in Boy Meets World.
could have been.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And
I
the
got
voice
that
of
in
Kit
Boy
was
Meets World
actually
too.
Bob Newhart,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
No, the voice.
Oh
of
no,
Kit
no,
was
no,
the
no!
doctor
When
from Saying Elsewhere.
Yeah, it was the neighbor in Boy Meets World. That's it.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Was he the neighbor and maybe
The
his
neighbor.
teacher as well?
Yes, they were both the same person.
Right,
Yeah.
he was a teacher at the school, and he lived like right on the same block. He was the neighbor and
Yeah.
the teacher.
Yeah, sounds great.
As kid, I'm sorry, I love that show. I'm rewatching it, but the thing is, he started off in elementary school, right, with Mr. Feeney. And then he goes to high school. Mr. Feeney moves to the same high school. He then goes to college. And he then joins him in college as the principal. Now, here's the thing. When did they start calling the cops for stalking?
I think the episode where he joined the military and Mr. Feeney became a colonel, activating his reserve clause, was where they had to cut it off. That was, yeah, no, you're right. Like we had a habit of like packing up the whole cast of these sitcoms and having them go from place to place.
Yeah,
they did it with Laverne and Shirley. That was the weirdest of all.
Okay, so next video. Oh, we all gonna love this one.
Oh gosh. Oh, so I'm having PTSD.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay. First of all, I want to ask, okay? Because my illustrious daughter is here, and we went to go see Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, and the trailer popped up for Indy 5. And what was it that you said to me, oh illustrious daughter of mine?
What? Huh?
About
what
Indy
about
5.
Oh gosh, I can't remember. I said a few things.
Yeah, like you felt definitely underwhelmed.
It wasn't interesting. It didn't grab my attention.
No, and you've seen every Indiana Jones film.
Yeah, all of them. And
Yeah.
I feel like they just keep playing on that nostalgia bait, right? Well,
What's your
knowing that
favorite?
they can't. My favorite Indiana Jones movie? Oh gosh, oh my gosh. Crusaders, I think.
Yeah, last.
Or no,
Really?
Holy Grail. I think it's Holy Grail.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with
Last
Temple,
Crusade.
but that's me. I'm a weirdo. I like Temple of Doom the best. Last Crusade, all day.
Yeah, I was trying to remember all of them in order. I was like torn between like Temple of
Raiders of
Doom
the Lost
and Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom's amazing, but Holy Grail is a great movie.
Yeah, I love.
Well, because when you were younger, because you were so inspired by Indiana Jones, you wanted to be an archaeologist.
I wanted to for a short time, yeah, and then I was like, yeah, I don't have the brains for that, and I'm not interested in history.
Plus, on
I
top of
took
that, I
history
said
in college because of Indiana Jones. Myself.
because on top of that, I told her, she's going to be visiting all other cultures, and she's going to have to eat their food on top of that.
And then
And
that
that
went
didn't appeal to her.
a like eating bugs conversation that I fell out of. Anyway, yeah, no, I didn't. I wasn't quite interested in the new indie movie trailer.
Yeah.
Did not appeal to me, I guess. I feel like studios are trying way too hard to play on the nostalgia bait because that's what makes money. But, Harrison Ford isn't going to live forever, so they have to try to slap the names of old franchises onto new material, I guess, and think that they can get away with it. I'm not sure.
I think the thing you said that gave me the most hope there was Harrison Ford won't live forever.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, it's true. Nobody will. But, for as long as he's around, they're going to keep sticking his face on things and hoping that the people who are nostalgic for how he acted would keep spending money on the franchise. And
all the member
He
berries.
was way too happy to destroy Han Solo. Way too happy to destroy Indiana Jones.
But you're also forgetting.
But then he never
We're gonna
liked
remake.
the character.
We're gonna make a sequel to Working Girl, so we can just ruin him and do like one more Tom Clancy movie, so we can ruin that fucking guy.
Yeah.
But
you're forgetting
Ford was famously for not liking Han
Yeah, he
Solo.
never liked Han Solo. He wanted.
He wanted to die as Han Solo after the first Star Wars movie.
Here's the thing. He liked Han Solo. He didn't like the idea that he would become typecast, and he said that he didn't want to be George Lucas's Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Too late.
He turned down the role of Alan Grant.
More bucks.
He turned down the role of Alan Grant.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I mean, then he would be another character wearing a hat.
He was right to turn it down, Appion. He was right.
Yeah.
It would be too much like Indy's character, like wearing the hat and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool if it was Indiana Jones in Jurassic Park. Like you combine the series, like
but yeah,
Indy goes to study dinos.
That might be coming out next year with Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Well, when I went to see this, God, even my son, he hated it. He hated it. The ending, especially, is like, oh no, I just want to die here in Greece in the past. And it's like, and he's like, this is like total bullshit. Indy would never do that because that would just destroy history altogether. It's just complete and utter bull crap, he said. It's like, yeah, you're right.
Does anybody remember the first trailer from like a year or so ago that made Indy look like a complete buffoon? And then they had to reshoot it after they did all the reshoots of the movie.
There's been so many trailers.
There's been at least $3
million down the drain.
Yes.
6 endings, and they have to make a new 7th one.
And yesterday we shoot the trailer.
Yep.
The preview.
Yesterday, I top of my head a better movie to the guys at NerdTube. They were just like the conversation sidetracked to Indiana Jones, and I'm like, why is 40-year-old Mutt in Vietnam to get killed when he's not an American citizen? And they're like, huh? And I'm like, they're like, yeah. Right. Now there, I said, there's a better movie to an English father of record. And he wouldn't have had to go there because he was too old, and he wouldn't have had to go there because he was British. But the movie would have been, your son disappeared in Vietnam in the middle of this conflict because they found out that one of something like a Shankara stone or Angkor Wat or like the Lost City, he found evidence and he went there, and he's like, he always wanted to go to that city. He was obsessed with it, show him a bit of the grandfather in him, and have Indiana Jones like make his way through the conflict in Vietnam to find his son. No, there's a better movie right there.
But no, you have to make him a sad, depressed old man who's divorced, and on top of that, whose son is killed now. So,
and you know what? Short Round could have fit perfectly into that movie. He's from that area of the world. I know he's Chinese and not Vietnamese, but the languages are almost the same. And that would have been an amazing sidekick for him. We could have gone, like Smart Chick Free for one movie. Just maybe had a beautiful chick hanging out with Mutt. I don't know. Call me crazy. Mutt's lost, Indy. You have to help him. But I'm old. Oh, don't worry, Indy. I'll help you. Shorty, do you think we're up to it? Yes, we can do it, Indy. I mean, that's your movie.
No time
hey,
for
Froggy Brains, how's it going, dude? Nice
like one of my panel members.
Let me grab my Viagra, Shorty.
One of my panel members, who's my friend, he was saying what they should have done is they should have had Indiana Jones, the next Crusade, just say, right?
Yeah.
And you advertise the entire movie, but you do not show Indy at all. Movie begins. Indy's passed away.
Yep.
Right? And the opening shot is Shia LaBeouf taking up Indy's hat, holding it on, and then he goes on an adventure, starting off an entire new series of the Indiana Jones. Not without Indy, but you now have a younger actor to continue it on for decades.
And
that was canceled because they couldn't.
Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Yeah, why not Sean Patrick Flannery, right? But here's the thing: that was canceled because they couldn't get along with Shia LaBeouf. They just didn't like him personally. He was.
I don't think
he's a bit of a wackadoodle.
You know what? I would have revisited him now because 10, 15 years later, he is acting much more normal. He's got no crazy ideas anymore. He hasn't gotten in trouble in 12 or 13 years. I mean, who hasn't gotten drunk and acted like a dick? Let's just see. Check back in on Shia LaBeouf. Last time I saw him, he was being fairly cool.
Okay. Do you think Shia LaBeouf had a bit of a breakdown?
He might have just had a lot of money really young and had some problems. But that drunk driving crash where his hand got messed up, he wasn't the person driving drunk. No one ever says that. He was hit by a drunk driver.
I want to say hello to Raquel that just joined in a couple of minutes ago. And hail to Stephen Ransom for joining in as well. Hail, dude. How's it going? And seeing how we're a little over the 1 hour mark, so to all of you that have just hopped in, and also welcome Froggy Brains for joining the panel as well. So we're just going to take a brief commercial break right here from
boy,
Mart.
My favorite part.
Yes.
Purchased Omega Mart lemons. Some customers have confused Omega Mart lemons with lemons. For that, we're sorry. Please return this product to Omega Mart immediately, or for assistance, please call the number on your screen. For your safety, this product has been removed from our shelves and will be carefully disposed of. Omega Mart thanks you for your continued trust.
Omega Mart, you have no idea what's in store for you.
What?
What?
Exactly. No,
Okay,
don't question it.
That freaky eyeball.
Yep, that freaky
Look
eyeball.
like a character out of Monsters Inc.
And the hand reaching for it just at the
Maybe
end.
it
Like,
was.
okay. Cool.
Exactly.
Happy, we have a rule about talking about good movies on this channel. Monsters Inc. is a quality film.
See, we caught John Rendell off guard. What the?
That's
frick?
right.
Exactly.
So
This is what
Crusader,
you're missing out on, John.
Crusader, I take it you like weird ads, correct?
I've been known to dabble.
Have you seen the Irish road safety ad that traumatized the world?
Oh, dude, then I need to see that. If it traumatizes,
You want me
I'm
to-
all for it.
You want me to stream it? It's got music, so we'll put it on silent.
Okay, we'll wait for the next hour and we'll do it then.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. Next debacle. The Eternals.
Yeah.
That still exists? Okay.
Yeah. Oh God, what a horrible movie that was. God, everything.
Salma Hayek's A Case for Marriage.
Yeah.
It's so ignored that the MCU has ignored the fact that there's a giant hand sticking out of the planet.
Exactly. There's a
No,
giant
that
hand
was
and a
addressed
hand.
in She-Hulk. That was addressed in
Oh.
She-Hulk. We saw it on her laptop.
Yeah.
People are wondering about it.
That guy got paid $398 for writing.
He was overpaid.
That was
Oh
a
my
pink-haired
God.
woman.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Oh my God. This was just a horrible movie. Let's see. Oh yeah, Andrew Garfield. Now I know he gets a lot of somewhat praise in the Spider-Man movies that he was doing, but this kind of caught my eye, and it was a little news article that nobody picked up on. Andrew Garfield had mentioned, you know what they should have did when I was playing Spider-Man in Amazing Spider-Man? They should have made Peter Parker bi. Why can't he be bi? He should be bi. For representation.
And
reasons.
Andrew
I'm
Garfield.
Go ahead.
So, Andrew Garfield works a lot with the BBC. Andrew Garfield was originally cast by the BBC. That's who he was trained in, and like by a lot of like Royal Shakespeare people who are funded by the BBC.
Yeah.
Right? So Andrew Garfield is heavily influenced by the BBC, which has if the Americans, I'm just saying for the audience as well, if you're not familiar with what's going on with the BBC has bought in hook, line, and sinker with all of the woke agenda, like the whole LGBT multiple gender stuff and everything like that. So now he no longer believes in gender.
Okay.
I can speak to this one as far as Garfield goes.
Right.
What Potato's saying seems to be more or less true, because I saw him on like Jimmy Fallon or something like that, and he had done some kind of role that was in the mold of Boys Don't Cry, and I think that like the deal is Andrew Garfield is still a really good actor. I think he like gets like so deep. He was so deeply connected to this role when he went on Jimmy Fallon. Like he was like visibly affected. He cried a little about how it was to play this part, and like just, maybe he's just really empathetic. Because like look at like Hacksaw Ridge, not my favorite movie, but what a performance!
Yeah, he's really.
Oh
good.
yeah, he is a very good actor.
And then a couple years ago, he filmed a series under the umbrella of Heaven, I believe it was, here in my town as well.
Nice.
When he did the movie where he plays like the Boys Don't Cry type character for like a whole year, he remained lost in that character in interviews. And in subsequent interviews, I've seen him being much more normal. But I mean, I'm not disavowing that he said that or that he believes those things. I'm just saying that there was this 1 year, about 3 years back, where he did a project and he got like deeply lost in it, I think. Like the way Heath Ledger got lost in the Joker. And I don't think he talks quite this crazy anymore.
No.
He's starting to, because the thing is, he started talking all this crazy right after he broke up with Emma Stone, I believe.
Yeah, he dated her while they were making those movies. Yeah.
Yeah, he dated her for a few years as well. They broke up, and now he's like, gender don't exist. Ah!
Yeah, she was the stupidest person I'd ever seen interviewed on TV next to Melissa Benoist. Stephen Colbert had some friends come in from out of town, and there was she was interviewed, and it was a disaster. And even Stephen Colbert was like, "Okay, and we can't use anything that we just filmed. Moving along."
Exactly.
Wow.
Let's see.
He was
here.
openly hostile to being interviewed. Yeah, it was fucked up.
Oh yes, and then the DC comic writer. Nah, actually, I'll skip that one. Problem with
Yeah, nobody knows
comic,
who that is.
No.
I don't know who
Okay,
that is.
well then
Oh, yay!
Yes, let's go.
Okay. So, Star Trek. Okay. So there was a little bit of a news article, and again, see, I try to get the tiny news that had a report coming out that apparently the guy playing Kirk was allegedly going to be written as bisexual.
Yes.
Now, did anybody hear this news? See
Yes.
how currently-
I remember all those times that Kirk was hitting on men. I remember that. Yeah, that makes sense. That
Yes.
tracks.
And
That-
that's right. He's not. Kirk.
No.
I
that
mean,
makes
Riker, maybe. You got a
So-
shot at Riker, but this was ridiculous. And you know
Yeah.
what? It was just a lie, because there's only one episode left of Strange New Worlds, and unless they're terrible at narrative, and they are, so who knows, we should get resolution from that Gorn attack ship we see breaking away from the other ships and crossing into Federation
I think they
space
forgot about
at
that.
the end of episode 1. I honestly think they forgot about it too, Appion.
They don't remember half the shit that happens in the previous episode.
The last episode,
continuity.
It says that there's only
Last
one Star Trek
episode-
Shatner is its captain. You got that right, dude.
You know what? The last episode was it had every scene had its own timeline. It was unrelated to other scenes within the same episode. That episode couldn't reconcile even with itself.
Yeah, no, it couldn't. It couldn't really. Yeah, that was just horrible. Okay.
How about when the lyrics to the song are "We're singing again," and every one of the three people sings that line twice, and it's like we're singing again, we're singing again, we're singing again, we're singing, and they go on like that, and like you're looking at your watch, you're like, this is like 79 fucking minutes.
Yep.
I'm just
So
gonna
this.
give my 2 cents.
Yes, you may.
I award you
may.
no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Going back to first, we'll go back to Andrew Garfield thing, and this
Okay.
too.
Oh,
As a
okay,
person who
Andrew
is
Garfield.
bisexual myself, we don't need diversity. The characters are there. I mean, write new characters, sure, but as a person who is bi, no, we don't need. Leave original characters alone. I'm sick and tired of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I had a love triangle with Harry and Gwen.
Even the craziest people, even the craziest people on the spectrum say leave their character alone. Like
Yeah.
George Takei does not
Yeah.
like gay Sulu.
No, he didn't. So, okay. So, yes, so we got that. Okay, so the Oscars. In case anybody's wondering, that's my youngest daughter slapping me in the face. She took great pride and joy hitting me. She's like, "Dad, anything for you?" And
Closed fist would have been better.
I'm sure that my oldest daughter, who is here right now, wishes she could do that right now. So
Put some change in your hand next time you hit your dad in the face, you know?
Exactly.
Our
Next
brick.
time- Next time, use
I mean,
a
if
bar of
you're
soap and
asking
a sock.
me,
I will ask you later if I need.
can I
Yeah.
film it?
Yes, yes, you may.
Live
So-
stream it
Yeah, live stream it.
so we can see the tears live.
Okay, good enough. So, So the Oscars. Oh God, who couldn't forget this moment? It was
Yes.
just so hilarious.
Slapping a stand-up comedian. That's brilliant strategy. See how that plays out.
Oh, Stephen
when
Ransom.
Hollywood went off the
The
rails.
thumbnails are priceless. Jeez. Remember,
Dude,
what
I think
said
that-
before, my suffering is for your pleasure. So,
Dude, I think that this was the most talked about thing about the Oscars pretty much since Ricky Gervais left.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is no sense.
That's why we all thought it was fake for like 20 minutes. We're like trying to reconcile if this really happened for real.
Yeah, we were trying to. Everybody was trying to figure this out, right? Because it looked more like a Hollywood slap to me.
He pulled his punch.
Yeah,
And he
they've both
went
been
from
in many movies. Oh yeah, they could stage.
Yeah.
that.
He could have devastated him the way Chris Rock was just waiting for it. He's like, all right, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And I give Chris Rock a lot of credit. He stood his ground. He didn't back away from him because something could have been. I mean, and where was security? You can just rush the fucking stage. Like, if we have like 8,000 people in one place because they're celebrities or friends and wives of celebrities, somehow we don't need security.
It was the same security like when Kanye West took the mic from Taylor Swift and shit back then.
But here's the
It reminds
thing.
me of that.
There's
And let's
no
be
one
honest.
on this panel who couldn't take that punch. Not Raquel, not Maura, not anyone. Anyone here could. And he played, Rock. He played Muhammad Ali. The way he pulled that punch at the last minute when he realized he was wrong, but was locked into making some kind of a gesture.
I don't think that's why. I think he pulled it so it wouldn't be it'd be charged as a misdemeanor rather than assault and battery. If he had hit him full force, that would have been a felony assault and battery. So what he did there was a misdemeanor slap.
I think I love how you see the good in people by thinking that Will Smith is that smart. Like he knows the meaning of any of those fucking words.
He should have told him after he slapped him, like, "Welcome to Earth." You know, he could give him a Independence Day reference.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. Slap.
Oh my God.
Misdemeanor? I don't know no misdemeanor. Where's she from?
Oh
Chris should have turned around and said, "Wow, is that how Jada slaps you?"
Yeah, right.
Now who can name Jada Pinkett Smith's character from Gotham?
It's Fish Mooney.
Oh my God! You didn't even need a second.
I
Yes.
only know that because I hated her the most, and she's the reason I stopped watching.
Yeah, she sucked. When she was killed, they killed her too late, and then they brought her back as an annoying ghost.
So
You know what? The moment I just want to say the moment I knew that was real was when he was sobbing like a mess and went up and said, "I wouldn't have done that if Serena Williams' father wasn't such a dick." I'm like, okay, no, he's out of his mind.
Oh, because he played
So-
the dad in that movie.
Yeah, he used that as an excuse. He wouldn't own up to it. He goes, he
method
conspicuously
acting.
said, he said, "I'm not sorry." But what happened to me was I got caught up in the spirit of Serena's dad, just being a protective, paternal type. And like in the crowd, like you could see Denzel like face palming because Denzel spent like 20 minutes like talking to Will Smith with every other influential black person in Hollywood trying to tell him. Even Wanda Sykes was like, "Take a fucking Valium."
So with this
There was a
one-
gaggle of people around him trying to calm him down, and he went up there and he purposely said he wasn't going to say sorry, which was the final nail. And I'm like, no, he's nuts.
So with this one, I decided to go and just reporting something positive. Now this, Out No Orchestra is an anime. It was a manga originally, actually in Japan, and now it's an anime that's out right
Manga.
now. So I encourage- Manga. Okay. So now it's an anime, and I would encourage everybody to
Anime.
watch this particular. Shut up. Because the person that does the orchestral music in this anime, anima, almost sounds like anima, or enema. Anyway, is done by John Williams himself. Oh, John! You gotta run.
Wow,
So you
Later, man.
thanks for dropping by, John Randall.
this makes
I
me want
really
to watch
appreciate
this.
you dropping by. Yes.
Yeah.
So John Williams, that John Williams, that's done Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Jaws and God.
He
you
sued
name
my
it.
high school.
whose first job in I believe it's like 1940 or was it 1950? I forget which. His first job was doing a musical piece for the CBC up in Canada for a documentary that was done in Newfoundland. Okay, John Williams' first job was a first Canadian job. And now look at what he's done. So if you want to enjoy his music while it lasts, because he's like 90-something years old at this point, I believe. Then
I think
please
so.
check out this anime. He has done all the music in this.
Cool.
Yeah. So just to let you guys know, because these
JW's 91, by the way.
Hey, Crusader, can I recommend you two animes that I think you might enjoy?
Okay, good enough. So I just wanted to say that about this video.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
When there's more than one anime in a place, are they animes or is it a gathering of anime? Does it stay singular?
It's all anime.
Yeah, it's all
animes.
Yeah.
So if they gather in a herd, it's a herd of anime, not anime.
Yeah. No, if they gather in a herd, the question is if they gather in the herd and they're like genuine fans of like Japan and everything like that, it's a herd of otaku. But if they're like pink hair and arigato and like dressed up in like little lolly dresses, that's a herd of weebs.
Yeah. I will also defer to the expertise of my daughter Mari, because I'm an old man and she's more up to date on things as well.
What?
So
I'm up to date on what? Huh? Anime?
Terms of weeaboo, anime.
Gosh.
The plural of
Oh,
anime
man.
is anime.
I am not
a
the
taco
person to
here.
ask about this.
Okay, good enough.
My favorite anime are Gurren Lagann and
yes.
Oh, gosh. The trigger stuff.
Oh, okay. Next movie that put out by Marvel, by Sony. Morbius. What a snooze fest of a movie.
Talk about being a blue blood, huh?
Oh, Lord.
Hey, you want to go fight the Spider-Man? Me and the Vulture are gonna go hunt a Spider-Man. Never heard of him before, but
last I heard,
what a great year for Michael Keaton's career in superhero movies.
I think they should show it in theaters again. I think it'd be really funny. I think I would definitely go and see it again.
Third time's a charm.
Morbius?
Jared Leto in superhero
That's the joke
movies
behind
is
it.
Yeah, like the meme did so good, so they put it back in theaters and it bombed again.
That's true. That I remember that.
But they're like, well, people like this.
He's also the very worst Joker.
Oh, he's god awful as Joker.
There's no one worse. Joker 66 is more menacing.
Yeah. That was all I could say about that.
Poor what's the guy that played the villain? Oh my god, he's in House of Dragons and he's a Doctor Who.
Matt Smith.
Yeah. He got invited to be in Marvel and he picked that project. Oh.
Yeah.
He was also cast as young Snoke in Star Wars, and they cut him out, and he was really, really pissed off.
Oh yes,
I know, right?
He's not feeling so
once a
bad
young
about it
Palpatine.
anymore.
Yeah,
once he saw the movie, he was like, "Well, that's fine."
Yeah, talk about dodging a bullet there.
The reason why he was pissed off
I
is
don't have to be in it.
Yeah, but the reason why I'd say he got pissed off is because it kind of screws with his financials as well.
Yep.
He would have gotten income because when he signed the contract, it probably had something for the toy that didn't get made.
Yeah, true.
That could be. Next one. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of
America Chavez.
By the way, if that's been filmed, I predict that they leak that young Palpatine footage and try to use it.
Yeah. This
deep fake him or whatever.
This is just basically
on her hand.
This is just basically Wanda season 2. Yeah,
pretty much. I enjoyed when Patrick Stewart was killed.
He got his neck
Here's
behind him, snaps
the neck. So Crusader, I asked this on my stream last week.
Right.
Right. So at the end of the movie, when Wanda stood on the let's say altar, because it's a bloody altar, right? Not only did they have the same clothes that Wanda was wearing, but she was standing in the exact same position. My question is, who was there to witness her? And then write it down eons ago on the rock?
Yeah, good question.
Those big rock golem guys that she had work for him, they're really good artists. And one of them was sketching her. I don't know.
To send it back in time. Hey, Wanda, could you just hold that position for like 5 minutes? I need to send this back on the way back machine. Okay, thanks.
My weird servants who are a cross of Galaxy Quest and the Mummy will protect me.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's right. Oh my god. Oh jeez. I mean, although I gotta admit, because I did like Patrick Stewart in X-Men, it was nice to see that he got his 90s wheelchair, from the X-Men comic in there. That was pretty much it. What's his face?
Mike, can I ask you a question on this one?
Yeah.
Just a quick question.
Sure.
Which of the 4 times that Professor X, as played by Patrick Stewart, has died on screen was your favorite?
I mean, the Last Stand one was a little bit better done, I guess.
Yeah,
it's turned into kibble. He gets turned into kibble by Jane Grey. That was pretty awful.
Getting his neck snapped.
Yeah. My favorite was getting his neck snapped because he got what he deserved. It was like mid-sentence as he's prattling on. And my second, the one that actually works is probably Logan.
I was just thinking of that one.
Because I felt really sad when he died.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I just rewatched Logan, and when he died this time in Logan, I was like, die!
Okay.
Wow.
Oh yes. So this is coming out soon that I reported on a year ago. So remember. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because Marvel is going to be putting out Echo. So she's deaf.
Yeah.
And isn't she? No, she's just deaf. She's not crippled as well.
No, she's deaf.
Yeah.
Now, when you say she's deaf, you mean like in an 80s kind of way, like LL Cool J or Run DMC, like she's deaf?
No. Sign language and
she is impaired of hearing.
Yep. She can't hear. All right. So
deaf
deaf without it.
Character. Yeah.
Deaf with an A. I gotcha.
Yeah. A nobody character.
But I have a question.
Really cares about. Yeah.
Most of you have noticed. Do all of you notice this in all the promo pictures for the women in the Marvel movies? They're all very smug.
They are.
Yeah, you can't tell them to smile more anymore. That gets you killed. They gotta
Ortega
look smug
smiled
and
in Star
angry.
Trek this week.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Everybody's like frowning. It's like nobody's happy anymore. Even when they do something like, amazing. No.
I guess She-Hulk smiled because she was happy to destroy things.
Yeah, but she was pretty
she was murdering people.
Yeah.
I guess Captain Marvel is making sounds of glee, like almost semi-sexual sounds of glee, as she destroys that entire Imperial battlecruiser-sized ship that we find out is filled with women and children.
Yeah, she
she's a mass murderer, that Captain Marvel.
So remember, everybody, this series is coming out by Marvel pretty soon.
Yeah.
So prepare your butt.
Positive role models.
Exactly.
They're gonna ruin Daredevil some more in that. They'll ruin Kingpin some more.
Yeah.
That's right. And she kills Daredevil at the end of the Hawkeye series.
Are you
sure? Remember they hear the gun shoot when she's holding the gun at Kingpin, but then they cut away.
Yes,
so we're supposed to believe she
Oh,
killed
guys.
Kingpin when she didn't. Come on.
Yeah.
There's just some breaking Daredevil news released 20 minutes ago.
Really?
Right?
Oh.
Breaking Daredevil Born Again is expected to maintain the TVMA rating. Will be dark and mature like the original Netflix show. It will also be split into 2 parts of 9 episodes each.
Bullshit. I heard some rumors off the set that it's stupid as fuck.
They fired Karen Page, which was an amazing character in the show, and they got rid of Foggy Nelson, which is his best friend. How are you going to do that?
I know, right?
These people have lied to us about everything.
They're doing what they can to distance themselves from the successful Netflix show so they can do their own thing and have it crash and burn miserably.
Yeah, why is he moving to L.A.?
Lenrod.
What's the fucking point?
Well, She-Hulk took away his free will, so he's not even a person anymore. He's just a puppet.
No, but he's a lawyer, right? And he's in New York, so that means if he goes to L.A., he's got to go take a refresher law school class and pass another bar exam.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's true. You can't practice law in another state, right? Like you would need.
Yeah, he ain't shit in fucking California. He can be a defendant.
Okay. Next. No, we're not going to go.
No,
What the?
3 episodes in and
Velma.
no fuck out.
That is your dating profile.
Yes, it is.
If she would look like that, they probably would have got better viewers.
Well, but Velma. Okay, so I reported on this, I think, about a year before this show came out. And like I told you, yeah, with the brain scooping out stuff and their race swapping with that Mindy Kaling and all that kind of stuff, I predicted this was going to be a disaster. Was I wrong? No.
Oh,
no.
Man. What they did to Fred was so insulting.
Oh, my
Poor
God.
Fred. What did Fred ever do to deserve that?
Season 2. How is this show getting a season 2? I don't understand that.
Because season 1 was cut in half. No,
Somebody's got
I feel
money
like
to blow. Someone's got a lot of money to blow. That's what I'm thinking. There's no way you just greenlight like this, like it was successful. Somebody just has plenty of money to just throw away.
Yeah.
I believe that all of you are correct, but I think that season 1 got cut in half. They're like, this is a fucking garbage fire. Throw half of it to next year.
That's what they did with Loki.
That's what you're saying. So they already filmed a lot of it.
Okay. I
Like,
could see that.
They have the stuff already.
Yeah.
I think they had most of the stuff already because the way, I mean, the show didn't make sense, but maybe it was exacerbated by losing whole episodes and just throw half of this to next year and write a new ending for the other mystery and just make it work. It's Scooby-Doo anyway.
Yeah.
But I miss when Linda Cardellini was Velma.
Oh, those live action movies were great. Especially the
Foggy
first
Brains.
two. What a fun
She's
film.
fucking hot.
Yes.
Do you think her husband makes her dress up as Velma?
I would.
I would. Everybody said that at once. Everybody said that at once. All male panel members said the same thing.
Hold on. Yeah.
She's
Foggy,
great.
did you have a look at this, Foggy Brains?
I started and I just couldn't tolerate it. It just hurt
No?
my mind. I felt like my
So
brain cells were
offensive.
dying.
Yeah. That.
You know what? When Disparu looks at the Jaguar he bought because of this show, what does it say that he got more watch minutes than the show?
Probably a safe bet. Yeah.
He was able to somehow mine entertainment out of a fucking dumpster fire.
Yes.
I give him credit for that. He has talent.
Oh yeah, exactly. Credit for credit
Lenrod
due.
says
Well done.
none of
I
these
think
shows need
more
to make
people
any
hate
money.
watching
They're
than
on a
anything,
streaming
so.
platform.
Yes.
As long as they make something on the platform that makes money, the show can continue to be made.
You know what? And to a point, what you really just want is you want that tile to be scrolled. You want that tile for people to scroll past so they feel like there's a lot of content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If nothing else, just to have that, and it's really just a tombstone, the Velma tile. It's here lieth Velma, abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
It's like a 20-something minutes every episode, just a nonstop assault on anybody watching it.
On everybody.
Yeah, that's when they said the show was racist and bigoted and misandrist. I was like, no, it's just plain old hateful. It's just fucking hateful.
The first mutant, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
According to Marvel, the first mutant.
This one
As
that
a
got
resident
Mexican
Latino, I'm
Iron
going
Man
to say this is okay.
Oh,
this one that got Mexican Iron Man tension here. Yeah, Mexican Namor. And Wakanda forever.
Too wet. His back was too wet. They needed to use a dryer to defend it. Oh my god! That's literally what happens in the movie.
Yeah, but you're also forgetting something. He also entered another country illegally.
Yeah, any country illegally doesn't get any worse, say jerk, or
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that when Superman came to America, he did it the right way, from the sky straight down. He didn't cross any borders.
Yeah.
He landed in America. You know, when Hollywood sends us their superheroes, they're not sending us their best anymore. They're not sending us Superman. They're not sending us Spider-Man. They're sending us Namor.
Namor.
And some, I'm sure, are good superheroes.
So, guys, he arrived in Wakanda illegally by the water.
Oh, no.
I wonder they're saying something.
And Wakanda is landlocked. There's no fucking water. How did he get
I know.
there?
That's one of the things about Wakanda. Yeah.
So to give you some context here, Marvel said when they were doing Wakanda Forever, okay, they said they didn't want Namor to get mixed up with Aquaman from DC. That is why they decided to race swap and give Namor basically an entire different history, an entirely different look, because they didn't want him getting mixed up with Aquaman. Plus, on top of that, they didn't use Atlantis, where Namor basically resides, because DC's doing the same thing. It's like, oh, shut up! Nobody's gonna confuse friggin' Aquaman with Namor. You're in two different universes. My God, really?
Guys, they moved Wakanda. They moved Wakanda.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Or maybe it just has a really big river to the sea.
That's true. A really big river.
That has
but
to
that
be
line
really,
of thought,
really
big.
changing that line of thought on changing the origins of Namor is also the line of thought as to why we can't have a decent Batman TV show, because some studio exec someplace would think that it would confuse people if there was a Batman on the big screen and a Batman on a small screen. People would be confused by that. No, they think people are dumb.
In this movie, we had a ship full of military and spy chads dropped into the ocean, and they die. And the movie moves on and just keeps going forward. And then we casually find out that they were all American soldiers and American CIA. And that's cool because they're colonizers. And I was like, wait. We just applauded what we're supposed to be applauding, killing off all these American soldiers.
Well, Wakanda is the most selfish fucking people ever.
Yeah.
But you know what, Appion, they do have a wall, so we got to give it. They're not dumb. They have a wall. No one's allowed to go there.
Water.
Yeah. But every other country has illegals in it.
I like how if you get thrown off a mountain in Wakanda, you land higher up the mountain than you were thrown off. That was my favorite part of Black Panther 1.
Makes sense, doesn't it? So, okay.
Gravity is made by colonizers.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it is. They moved that snow line down the middle of the mountain.
No.
So next one.
Oh, this was the worst.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Yeah, I agree. This is the worst.
How to character assassinate two beloved characters in one show. Boom, bam. Darth Vader and Obi-Wan get destroyed.
Yeah.
And I want to say to the people who said that episode 1 was good, about 6 minutes in, he's a total fucking coward and the second toughest Jedi on screen compared to someone we never saw before. And we were rooting for the other guy more than him.
Yep.
Like, no, bury your lightsaber in the sand and go off and die. And he's like, you know what, Obi-Wan? Fuck you.
What a brilliant way to protect Luke from the dark side is to become a fucking loser and not have any fucking... Yeah, it's so stupid.
No, but it wasn't about Luke. It was about Leia.
That's right. She's more important. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sir Kathleen Kennedy. Kennedy said that when Yoda said there's another one, he didn't want to train Luke. He actually wanted to train Leia.
Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah, sure it did. And then he got on the phone and he called up the chick who's doing the Acolyte. What the hell's her name?
Reva.
No. Who's the woman who's doing the Acolyte show? She looks like she's made of Legos. She's really kind of mean.
I can't remember. But I mean,
guys.
Oh God, like the one scene where
Lena
used to rescue Leia.
Lena Headland.
Leslie Headland.
Exactly.
Leslie Headland.
Yes.
Leslie Headland. Yeah, I mean, this had like a Leslie Headland level of incompetence to it. It cost a bunch of money. Vader's afraid to walk around a relatively small campfire.
He would walk right through that shit.
He would walk
put it out with
through
a gust of wind. He would do so many things. He would do
would've
so
blown
many
it
things that
out,
he didn't do.
flown over it, pulled up. And by the way, when he pulls that ship from the sky, and people are like, "Oh, it was so fucking cool! Darth Vader pulled a ship from the sky." I'm like, where the fuck was that trick in Empire Strikes Back?
Exactly.
Yep, you're ruined. The power levels are unbalanced now. Like it's just all over the place. Whatever it needs to be for the given situation.
And how many times does he have to gut stab the same fucking Padawan to get rid of her?
Yeah.
Well, she's just invincible. Qui-Gon Jinn's sitting over there like, only I die from that, huh? Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, he
Do you
pulled
like
the
how
ship
Jeff
down, but he was stopped by a little campfire. It's like,
Exactly.
why didn't he like force blow it out? It's like,
And he has metal legs. He wouldn't
He
even
has
feel it. He
metal
could just
legs.
walk through it.
Yes.
He has
But-
metal legs. He wouldn't
Yes.
push. Just walk right through it. He wouldn't give a shit.
While you're talking about Vader being stopped by fire, forget Obi-Wan was stopped by a gate that he could easily walk around.
Oh,
A
yeah,
gate
the
that he
gate,
could have
yeah.
walked around.
Oh,
He
right.
spent a lot of time picking that lock, and then he does not get back into the vehicle that he seemed to free it up
Empty
for.
Desert.
But,
Just go around.
but you know what? This joke is for potato only. Ready? You know, did you notice that in Death, Liam Neeson lost all his dignity? His ghost isn't even British anymore. He's Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard
Listen
Harrison
here.
is not.
Oh, jeez.
I've been yelled at in that accent before. My grandmother was from Donegal.
The two scenes with Leia are the most ridiculous as fuck. Like when
Yes.
They are.
Leia's running from those shitty ass bounty hunters, and I think
Oh God, that
the
was
one
so
music
horrible.
artist is there, and like she's just running
Flea.
with her little flea,
Yeah.
and she's just running with her little legs, and like they have to keep tripping over their own legs so that they can make some distance. It's so bad. It was the worst.
I know, just
scene.
give her like a Star Wars big wheel to avoid them with.
Yeah,
Right.
they
Give her
should have
something.
mixed in the
Yeah.
what was it, the Benny Hill theme song during
Oh yeah.
that bit. It would have been so
I think-
fitting.
And when that scene happened, the aforementioned Disparu was like, "I think I need a bigger apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have
And you had,
myself a
like-
bigger apartment very soon."
You had the Three Stooges scene where she hides in the big trench coat and nobody
Yep.
notices.
Yeah, nobody notices.
Yeah,
Nobody notices
Leslie
at
had.
all.
By the way, that was
Keep on
that-
going
they called
about
up-
your business.
they called up Leslie Headland for that. They're like, "Listen, we're trying to figure out how to smuggle a child. What did Epstein do?
No.
Oh, just put him under your trench coat. No
Container.
one's really looking."
Okay,
Oh.
so
Moving on.
Top Gun Maverick.
R.I.P. Calculon.
Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, this is a great
Excellent,
movie.
excellent
That was a-
movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great
Awesome
remake of
movie.
A New Hope. Love the trench
Yep.
run. Amazing stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really cool Star Wars in real life. It was cool. No, I'm not, all jokes aside, that movie is great. Top Gun Maverick's
Yep.
great.
I
But it's
would've
very
loved-
Star Wars.
I would have loved to have
Guys-
seen this in a theater.
Yeah.
Is he a
Oh,
ghost?
big time.
Is he a ghost?
Oh, because he people think he died during that first scene of the movie where he does ridiculous.
Well, you
shit.
can't bail out at 8,800 miles an hour. We don't see a parachute. We don't see an escape pod. And then he just kind of shows up at some diner. And he seems to be where he took off after flying at 8,800 miles an hour for 5 or 6 minutes. He should have been in China.
Teague, don't ruin this movie for me.
Come on.
No.
Actually, I think it's an
No,
No.
To me, it's an interesting way of watching it that it might be the journey of a ghost through purgatory, making up for
No!
the loss of his friend Goose.
Oh,
Jacob's
come
ladder,
on.
but
No.
Top Gun ladder.
I view it more as a Christian movie.
Foggy, what did you think?
Oh, I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, fun
Yeah.
film.
what'd you like about it?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I love the first one, and I'm obsessed with planes, and it's just brilliant the way they presented everything.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I watched the first movie right before I watched Maverick. It's so cool
Yeah.
how the beginnings are exactly identical. They literally do shot for shot. The music's the same. All the set
Yeah.
the setup. So it's
Yeah.
just you bring that nostalgia right back. It was really good.
You know what the best
Maury,
part of that movie was
have-
for me, honestly?
Have you
Walking
seen
into the movie
Top Gun
theater.
Maverick?
I have not.
Oh, you have not. Okay, go see
Nope.
this movie. Michaela loved it. She liked it. So if she liked it, you will. She's like, damn, this is a good movie.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
the way they
On
presented
Amazon
Ice
Prime.
in that film and Val Kilmer, that got emotional. That was really
Oh yeah, the
That was a
feel-
good scene.
yes.
Yeah.
I was emotional
definitely
from the moment. I was emotional from the moment Tom Cruise showed up unexpectedly before the movie. It was like, "Hi, I know you're a little nervous about being in a movie theater,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
me, your pal, Tom Cruise, and I want to tell you, we really are happy you're here. There's real planes, there's real G's, there's real pilots, there's real action, and we made this movie just for you. So thanks a lot." And I'm like, I no longer feel like weird about being here. Like I'm okay now. Like I can't believe that
Yeah.
kooky Tom Cruise just was so charming.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I
I like
understand
Miles
Miles
that
Teller as
before
Booster's
That's
son too.
you don't see
Oh, like
that.
Steven
And then, of
Spielberg
course,
said,
there's, of
he
course,
single-handedly
Steven Spielberg
saved Hollywood.
tried to do it.
my favorite. Did anybody notice who
Yep,
Bob was
right.
in that movie? Did anybody notice who he was?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You may know
He's
him.
fantastic.
His father
In the
is a
2015.
famous. Well,
Fantastic Four.
well, no. Maybe you'll remember his father from a little movie called Independence Day, where he also played a fighter pilot.
That too.
Oh.
And President
Ah,
Yep.
Liam Pullman
That's-
as Bob.
That's him.
that's
Yep.
right.
It's Bill
That's
Pullman's son, ladies and gentlemen.
Cool.
Okay.
So he's a second generation fighter pilot in Hollywood.
Yep. So this movie. So we're gonna go on to something more funny here.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Still
she's
making
still
me-
going to be in the movie, it looks like. So
Why?
the
Why?
infamous
Nobody wants to see
amateur.
this.
Aquaman and the
Yeah,
Lost
get rid of her.
Reshoots.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now there's
it's
even
pretty
talk
funny.
about them maybe wanting to delay
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. All these movies coming out, but all of a sudden, right after the test screenings, we have to do reshoots.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden.
All of
So-
them
Yeah.
suck. Even after
Like
the
this
reshoots, they'll suck.
This
yeah.
movie's going to flop mainly because like Amber Heard is in it. No one will go and see it. It's the same reason why the Flash flopped. Why the Flash flopped, because no one's going to go to Ezra Bridger.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Right,
there's
right,
a lot of people with the initials that Amber Heard have been misunderstood over the years. Amber Heard did a lot of good, but no one ever talks about that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She was a great high school girlfriend to Seth Rogen in Pineapple Express. She was just wonderful.
Oh, I bet.
That try releasing that movie today, right?
18-year-old
were you
dating
saying,
a
Foggy?
30-something-year-old.
And she
Hold on,
also
guys.
they also we
go ahead,
proven she
Yeah, what was that, Foggy? You were saying?
No, I was listening. No.
she proves
Oh, I thought you were
that
saying-
Jeff she proves Elon Musk ain't that smart.
You got a point there.
Imagine
Yeah.
California divorcing Elon Musk. He's like, he might have some Asperger's, but he's not so bad that he was dumb enough to marry. He was like, no, you can't have half my money. I don't trust you.
Do you think he's her baby daddy?
Oh God.
No,
I
because
hope
she
not.
would be after him for paternity and using that DNA and all over the news. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
she knows
that'd
it's
be-
somebody else's. It's James Franco's.
Yeah. Well, it might
would
not
make
even
more
be
sense.
hers because she's claiming she had it via surrogate.
Yeah.
Didn't
More
she
likely.
have an affair with James Franco when the baby was born? Right? Didn't
No,
James
she
Franco
was having-
confirm that?
She was having an affair throughout the marriage with Johnny Depp and up until recently. I'm talking about past few weeks with Cara Delevingne.
Oh. Well, that's weird.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Wow.
moving on. I know Marissa might recognize that book that I'm holding up. But James Patterson apparently is getting less and less jobs because apparently he's too white. So
Shame on him for being too white.
I know, right?
How dare he?
This guy that has written
He
I
can't
don't know
try a
how
little
many-
harder.
No, this guy that has written I don't know how many books, plus donates money for young readers to also get into writing and reading on top of that. I don't know how many awards this guy's won, but apparently he was speaking out against a lot of publishing companies that are saying that they're not hiring a lot of authors that want to start putting their books out because, well, they're too white. So
my white friend
this was just
wrote the book fucking
offended.
Bird Box. It didn't stop him.
You see, how is that
He
not
was just-
racist? Like, I don't understand that.
I know, right?
Calling someone too white and everything, how is that not racist? I don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want racism, but you're being extra racist to white people now?
Yeah. So
The narrative
I
is
guess we deserve it. Like, I don't know. What?
Yeah, Appian, don't you
Confused.
understand that vengeance is the new justice?
Yeah.
Oh,
hold on. I got blocked by a TikToker because they were talking about how racist white people are and how they colonize the world, and I'm like, I'm Irish. Find out what we did.
Huh. Go figure. Oh my god. Which brings me up to the next video that I did, because I want to give a shout out to Raymond Feliciano at King Dolphin TV. Because
Great
he has
guy.
his third book out right now.
Oh, wow.
The last one in his series. So, for everybody out there that's listening or going to be watching this on the rewind, please go over to King Dolphin TV. Get his third book on top of that. Actually, pick up all 3 books. They really are a great read. So I want to give King Dolphin a big, humongous, mega shout out, because he really is a great guy. So him and his wife, and
Cool, man.
you just got Blood Feud yesterday. Awesome.
I didn't know he was an author. That's really cool to know, man. Sweet.
Oh yeah, no, totally. And on top of that, I'm going to be doing his prequel story to the whole book trilogy. So
Nice.
yeah.
So is
So
it
there you
dolphins
go.
fighting other dolphins? What's this dolphin war?
You're gonna have to read the
It
book
is
to
intriguing,
find
I
out.
have to say, yeah.
I know, right?
Are
So
dolphins with freaking laser
imagine-
beams attached to their heads?
buy the book
Ima-
and find out.
Yeah, there you go.
Imagine for a
Brilliant
moment in a world where dolphins are monkeys.
Oh, monkeys
There's
with little
one that I'm calling right now. So
like
Yeah.
breathing apparatuses riding dolphins. That would be insane.
maybe.
Like my
So,
publisher just called me and asked me to have you stop talking about my book,
okay.
and
Let's
it's
see.
Amazon.
Oh, the movie I refuse to watch. Yes,
Buzz
Yeah, same
Lightyear.
here.
I refuse.
Oh, I this
Haven't
this is not
seen it.
another-
If it's not Tim Allen, I ain't doing it.
This was not a
Lightqueer?
good movie. Yeah, Lightqueer.
Oh,
So, yeah, they this it's bad enough they did not use Tim Allen in this movie for Buzz Lightyear, that they
Yeah.
had to get Chris Evans to play Buzz Lightyear. But injecting the whole lesbian scene in there on top of that, it's like, you know what, that
Mhm.
you really didn't need to really inject that in there. You could delete that entire scene, and it still wouldn't have saved the movie, but it just made it a little bit worse. But the big factor for me is that Tim Allen was not Buzz Lightyear, and this
Me
is
too.
supposed to be the movie that that inspired the toy. There was nothing inspiring about this movie whatsoever. It was just.
Oh.
But
bad.
you know the
I was
dumbest part about
inspired
this.
by how freaked out Chris Evans was. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Potato.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dumbest part about this movie is it's a movie within a movie about a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Chris Evans tweeting out that basically anybody that's hating on, and anybody of the LGBTQ community should be like the dinosaurs and die and go extinct.
Chris
That
just
probably
admitted.
didn't help on top of that.
what a great guy, Captain.
Oh, yeah.
Chris
Obvious.
just admit it, first of all, and second of all, you know what? If this movie was a disaster and lost a lot of money, but who didn't take pleasure from Chris Evans' absolute dismay that he was nothing if he's not Captain America, and he can't go around freebooting from one franchise to the other. He's not
No.
America's James Bond. He was just a decent Captain America, who
No.
I'd see again as Captain America, but not as a member of the new Fantastic Four, because I don't want that happening.
He's already
No.
was in the Fantastic Four. He was Human Torch.
Yep.
I
That's
think
right.
we're going to
Yeah,
see
exactly.
them. I think we're going to. I think we're going to see them. Is what I'm
God.
saying. I think
Oh.
that Fantastic Four will be in a multiversal Fantastic Four movie, because that's what we do now. And
least
maybe
that
you'll
one
see
was better
Captain
than the other
America.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
liked the first Fantastic Four movie.
yeah. The Silver
I didn't
Surfer one was
mind it
trash,
either.
but the first one was good.
In the Silver Surfer one, they tease Captain America, though. We see the capsule with him in it.
Do they?
True.
Yeah. Andre Brower is killed, frozen with liquid nitrogen and then cracked in half, which I thought was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay. And you
next
see
one.
the pod is right in there.
Oh
no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I hated this with a hot burning passion.
I know. I love the anime Cowboy Bebop. It was a great series. The movie was pretty good too. But this series, oh god, if it wasn't for her and her big mouth,
She's not Faye Valentine.
No, she's not. I did not like this. I couldn't get past. I couldn't get past the second episode. I just couldn't, or third.
It was rough. I mean, she's not Faye Valentine. They completely destroyed the character. What's his name was not Spike Spiegel. The only one I didn't mind was the actor playing Jet, because I could see bits of Jet in his performance. I could buy him, even though they changed his backstory.
Yeah,
that actor actually cared. He actually cared about the source material. You could see it in his performance. You could see how he portrayed the character. I mean, again, they completely destroyed the character by giving Jet a family and stuff that he didn't have in the anime, but he was the only good spot in that series.
I hate to see what they're going to do with One Piece.
Yeah.
Oh, Zoro looks like shit. Zoro looks so terrible in One Piece.
Death Note.
What do you think about Avatar?
I've heard a couple of things about this. The first thing I would ask is, did they take it away from the original creators, right?
No.
I think it was the case where the creator walked away from it because of so many changes. Or
so,
that effect.
Man, if that's not a red flag. Whew.
Yeah.
Good for him.
But from what I've heard, is the creators have gone and set up their own studio. Now, everything because I'm following this, I'm in like groups, I'm everywhere, I'm following actors and things like this, right? Everything I've seen, the show looks like the people who are doing the show are actually trying to do the anime justice. But the creators of Avatar are like, lads, look, everyone's crying out for new Avatar. So they've now gone over to Paramount and started Avatar Studios, which we're getting past Avatar TV shows. So we're getting Earth, Fire, Air, Water from previous cycles.
Right.
We're getting comics, we're getting books, we're getting games. It's been confirmed that in 2025, we're getting a grown-up gang movie featuring adult of like Aang, Katara, and all those guys. Then it's also being confirmed that we're getting a male earthbending avatar who follows Korra.
Oh wow!
Whenever you say his name right, it makes me laugh that M. Night Shyamalan didn't even know how to say his name.
I know.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You didn't even look it up.
No, he didn't. Like, why?
We'll make a movie about this character that I don't even know how to say his name.
Yeah, Netflix is where anime adaptations go to die.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned the Death Note version. That's not to be spoken of from Netflix.
Yeah,
agreed.
No,
agreed.
Dude, I watched that, and the first thing I got when I watched the Netflix Death Note was, "Hi, I bet you're wondering what happened to me." So that's the vibe I got from the beginning of it.
Now, there's a little-known live-action Death Note from 2006 from Japan.
Yes.
Really well.
That was good.
Yeah. Viz Media put out 3 live-action Death Note movies. 2 of them were tied to the anime. Then the third one was L Changed the World, which was actually pretty good as well.
Yeah. Marissa, have you seen Cowboy Bebop?
I've watched the anime. I haven't watched the movie yet, and I haven't seen this live action one. No.
Yeah, no, don't see the live action.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the anime though?
I love the anime. I loved it so much. I can't stop listening to the music.
It is good music.
Really good.
Yeah,
excellent.
Especially that.
Like I often get like the ending theme stuck in my head.
Yep.
Yeah, really well established world. It's all believable. It's not like fantasy, high tech, sci-fi. It all felt really good, and like the art, the like sceneries, the places. It's all really well established.
Oh yeah.
They had that really good.
Maybe someone can help.
Look.
Can someone help me out with this one? Is the problem that the Crunchyroll people, when they go from animation to TV, where they actually control it? Because as a network, they buy these shows, but Cowboy Bebop, they made, right? Like they were the makers of it, and they're the ones who made these decisions, is the story I heard. Now, I don't know, maybe you guys know more about this than me, but is the problem Crunchyroll?
I think they're just a host.
I don't think it's Crunchyroll. I don't know their involvement with it. It's Netflix, or it's somebody.
They're not They had nothing to do with developing this show, right?
Yeah,
it's all Netflix.
All Netflix.
Yeah. Crunchy's just a platform to watch lots of different anime.
Yeah, Crunchyroll is just a streaming service.
Someone put out there that they were owned by like.
Show is so dumb, I can't handle it. I mean, hey, if you didn't like the live action, then you win. That's all I gotta say about that.
So it's was actually produced by a derivative of ITV Studios in the UK, called Tomorrow Studios, made in New Zealand and paid and bankrolled and produced by people from Netflix.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, and you know what? We're just gonna take a brief. Next commercial break here.
Will I share that ad I was telling you about?
And oh yes, bring it up, and we'll have a look at it.
Do you want me to mute it? Because there's music.
Lenrod also says, example, they keep letting Faye back on the ship. She's dropped them blind more than once. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, sure. The music on top of that and everything. Okay, so we'll just add this to stream.
But she has her uses, you know what I mean? She's kind of a useful member of the crew, so they put up with her bullshit.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special
Here's the fucking music.
And if I stay too long.
What?
Said I hear the music. I heard the music coming through. I don't know. I can look at the stream. You're still up. Now we're a couple of seconds behind on the stream. Let me just rewind it, make sure I'm in the right place. Yeah, you don't appear. You appear to still be up, but yeah, you got to get rid of that music. By the way, can I just say about what
God.
the fuck? What?
No. Are you kidding?
Tennis ball up against the wall. Tennis ball up against the wall. What the fuck?
Wow. Oh my
God. No wonder you're
By the
way,
iconic. As far as that approach to Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine, that is the same way they do Bob Marley's Three Little Birds in the Wakanda trailer. It's because modern music is so bad there's nothing they can do with it, but old music overwhelms the brains of people who only listen to modern music, so they've got to nerf it and dumb it down, and it also saves you a lot of money.
That was made by the Irish government.
What?
I didn't think I would say this, but your government's evil.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Short. They must all
that
be
went,
short people.
That went out.
Fences around the schoolyard.
That went out before 9 o'clock, and it was also aired for a week, and then it got cancelled. Like they pulled it off television because it got so many. Yeah.
Is
why.
Is day drunk driving a real problem over there in Ireland? Because I mean, I've driven drunk once or twice by mistake, but it was in the middle of the night, like at 4 a.m. Like I ended up fucked up at a bar.
Pubs start serving alcohol here at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you know any girls who want to maybe get married? I could see myself living in Ireland. Get myself a nice Audi, something with good roll control, roll bars in my car.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself a good roll cage, Just...
Yeah, but the problem is those
strike.
To cleanse that palate, we'll just go to another commercial break.
No, show it again. Show it again.
Right, I'll show without music.
Instant replay.
Take it from the middle and then just let us see the part where it rolls over and over.
This Halloween, give them what they really want. Nut-free salted peanuts. Now only $5.99 a gram. Wake Up cleaning spray. Now in fun size. This week, just $12.99 a bag. Plus, get Glorbox for just $10.99. Now you're sure to be the favorite house on the block.
Wow, what a deal.
You have no idea what's in store for you.
Wow. $11 for a Glore box? What a steal.
Yeah, exactly. What a deal, huh? So,
Yeah.
okay, so moving along here after that dramatic commercial. Holy crap, man.
You think that's bad? In the Netherlands, they have a campaign for milk where the kids like milk going the whole way along. But the word for milk in Dutch is die. So it's like, mommy, die.
So this video that I did about the Joker, what DC Comics did lately with the Joker. This particular episode, apparently DC Comics saw it fit to make the Joker pregnant.
Oh yeah.
With
with that one.
Yeah, with Clayface's mud baby, basically. I would hate to think where the baby would come out of. So, God, this writing was just.
It's a mud baby. I think we have our answer.
Yeah.
Plus, isn't mud baby kind of a arcist term?
Oh, well, no, but I'm talking about literally mud baby.
Yeah.
As Clayface is basically a walking.
Nope, none of us here are racist at all.
Racist. No, exactly.
Yeah.
Not that kind of mud baby. No.
I'm Latino. I can't be racist.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm unfortunately white, and therefore by proxy and default, I guess I am. So,
have you thought about converting to maybe a smaller religious denomination, Judaism, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe, but Christian is close enough. So I mean, why not do that?
Yeah.
So there was that.
That was pretty bad.
Let me see. Oh, this show. Oh my God.
That one.
Oh God.
This show coming out of, I think it was Spain or Portugal. I forget which. Alpha males. So the premise
There's
of this
not
whole
testosterone
show,
in that picture.
Yeah. The premise of this show is essentially that all these men, in their own way, are too chauvinistic and need to be taught a lesson or taken down a peg, as they need to be accepting as what their wives or girlfriends want to do, which is either have multiple couples or sleep around, or basically let me do what I want to do, and you get to do basically nothing. And it's just God, what a crap show it was.
Actually, you talked about this many episodes before, and I said,
I
let's give
did.
it a shot. I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
It hurts. Oh, and
I've seen
not
clips
one.
of it. It was pretty bad.
So bad.
It's like, yeah.
That, yeah. This show needs to burn in hell forever.
They're all toxic.
Oh yeah, there's nothing they can do right. It's I don't understand. Bye. Oh God, yeah, this show needs to burn in hell. Let's see, Quantumania. Well, we kind of went over that. That was kind of up there. Phoebe Waller-Bridge wants to do a Tomb Raider series. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. I don't think so. So
can I talk about the Tomb Raider one? You got me on the Tomb Raider.
Okay.
One. I
Yes.
liked the recent Tomb Raider one that happened. I think because it was based after the new games. and I thought it wasn't too bad because it did stay loyal to the game. If anybody's ever,
I thought it was all right.
Yeah, I didn't hate it, and I was hoping they'd continue off the next 3 games or the next 2 games after, because I'm like, she did an okay job. So,
but the writer of that movie is the writer of Captain Marvel. Let's keep that in mind.
Oh,
yeah,
that hurts now.
Never invited back to do a sequel to any of the movies she's been on. Currently, allegedly writing the next Star Trek cinematic movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
That movie got kicked again for another year.
It did.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
Me eating Tim Hortons pizza. Yeah, that was pretty good. Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, got sent to prison. So that was good. Finally. I'm so glad. God, burn in hell, you pervert bastard.
I'm just upset that when I was watching Meet Joe Black the other day, and before the movie, it didn't say the Weinstein Company in the production credit card. It's been canceled, and I feel it's unfair. I feel like I really lost something in the experience of that below mediocre movie that I still don't really understand. Is he the devil? Is that it?
It can't be fair enough. So, yeah, after all the women he's basically brutalized, horrified, oh God, yeah, this guy deserves to be imprisoned like forever.
Now, if I can bring up something though, what about Kevin Spacey? Kevin Spacey got off recently. Like,
oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
when you say got off.
Yeah, I know. I thought about it. I was saying it, but he did found innocent supposedly. So
didn't the guy who played the Doctor on Discovery make false charges against him?
No, it was the engineer. I believe it was the guy who plays Steinmetz. Yeah, it turns out that once Mr. Spacey fell out of Vogue, everybody turned on him, and everybody had a knife to put in his back, and he was like, Steinmetz, and he's like, I'm a mediocre third-rate Star Trek actor. You're damn right I want a piece of this story.
Yep.
Poor K-Pack.
I know, right? Let's see.
That wasn't the worst movie, actually.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, it wasn't good, but the performances in it were so strong.
It's just
Starman was great in that.
I always think of it whenever I think of Kevin Spacey for some reason.
Yeah.
For whatever, the dude saves that movie because he's Starman.
Yeah. So this movie, The Whale, with Brendan Fraser. I don't know if anybody. I don't know if any of you guys
love
have
Brendan
seen it.
Fraser
Maybe
as
some
an
of
actor.
you have.
I want to see him deserve.
This was a good movie.
Okay.
It really was.
Brilliant.
The meta of the plot is horrible.
Hold on, Dig. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh no, just quickly. Brilliant film, but I hate his character because he's an ass. The character, he plays it so good. He's so self-centered, and so you're like, I hate you, but because he's so something. But he did it so good.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Okay.
I endorsed exactly what he said. Yes, that character was not enviable.
No.
Okay.
No, he wasn't.
But he did that good of a job. I was like, wow, like Brendan Fraser.
He was fantastic. He was absolutely fantastic.
That's what makes good acting. When you like, I love the actor, but if he plays a character you're supposed to hate and he does that, I think he did his job right.
And for some of the stuff that he did do, leaving his wife and leaving his daughter, and basically, essentially, cheating.
Why did he have a wife? Why did he have a wife when he turns out he was gay?
Because if you give his age, and when homosexuality was decriminalized, and a lot of people of that age group back in the day, did pretend like, oh yeah, I'm giving the imitation of being straight and things like that. So they did end up having kids.
But I mean, he's my age.
I know my cousin did the same thing.
But that was in the past, even when I came of age. Like, it was okay to be to be these things. You didn't have to have a fake marriage. And I'll just say this: the other part of the movie that really sickened to me was, here he is, he's nailing it, he's great in the movie, you're captivated by the performance, But then there's this story about a guy who can't be bothered to stop killing himself by eating food like a madman for his daughter, who he connects with and he loves her, but he wasn't allowed to redeem himself. And like the last thing we should have seen was him throwing a sandwich away, putting on a pair of like walking shoes and like walking down the beach and being like, I know I can lose this weight or something like that.
Maybe that was the purpose.
I have something to live for.
Yeah.
Maybe his purpose of his character wasn't to be redeemed. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, what I'm gonna say is this though, because last year, with everything being shut down and blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff, and hardly going to work and stuff like that, I am going to admit myself that I went up to 320 pounds, and I gained quite a bit of weight, and after 6 months of working job number 2 now. I've managed to get down to around not 170, 270, 260. So I'm working it off. And
how tall are you?
6'1".
Okay, so that's you're not that overweight for your height.
No, but the point is, like I can see it from from the character's point of view. Like, I when I got on the scale, and I had a scale for quite a while, and I just didn't bother getting on it. And when I looked, I'm like, how in the world did I get to this point? Right? And I ended up getting a, one of those treadmills that I got for $50. And I started, and this was the hardest part. I started fasting on top of that, just had nothing for water. And I did that for I think 2 weeks straight. It was hard. It was hard getting past the second day, getting past that headache in the second day. It was really hard. And I worked at it. And
did your asshole heal shut?
Yes, it did. No. But I like this movie also because you can see this character. He does want to change. He does want to not be what he is, but he's also accepted what he is, and also on top of that, what he's done. And but the unfortunate thing is he can't stop himself as much as he wants to, and you can see the suffering that is going through everything that he does every day, and that is so real.
Yeah.
One of the worst things for me, because I'm trying to lose weight, and so I said in private chat, one of the worst things is at the top of my neighborhood, there is two fast food places, a Chinese restaurant and how to explain it? It's a chipper. It's basically like a burger place, right?
Right.
Their fans are deliberately pointed down over the street. And then a bit over, there's a pizza shop and another 3 Chinese restaurants over, and their things are going. So every day, all you have is like the smell of fast food.
Yep.
Can I ask you for a question here?
More about diet. Just snack. You'd be surprised on how much of an effect that has. You know what? Yeah, because that's true. You know what? Because right now, because I'm working the 4 to midnight shift, and and technically, a lot of people say you shouldn't really eat anything after 8 o'clock. Well, when I come here in the morning, basically all I have is like a cup of coffee in the morning, and that's it. And then by the time I'm done job number 2, because immediately after here I go over there, and by the time midnight rolls around, by the time I'm done, I am famished. I want to have something to eat. And unfortunately, the only thing in this town, in Carstairs, that's open is essentially the convenience store. And they have like chimichangas, or they'll have burgers, or, whatever, right? And it's so easy to just spend maybe $5 on a double cheeseburger. And obviously it tastes good. And it's such a temptation that I look at myself slowly gaining the weight again, right? And I got to avoid that. And it takes so much discipline. And it is so hard sometimes.
When you get a really bad day and you get upset and frustrated, the first thing you want to do is screwed. You know what? First thing I'm doing is I'm getting X takeout.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Lenrod.
Agree.
I eat all one of meal a day. Yeah. And that's what I try to get down to. That's what I'm down to like right now, like one meal a day. But unfortunately it's at midnight, right? And I really should not do that because while you're resting, your body really isn't, your body's at rest and it's storing all that, potential energy from the food. So you're gaining weight. It's just
it doesn't help when fast food places have dollar menus and healthy food is $8, $10, $15.
It's overpriced.
I live in what sociologists call a nutritional desert. After a certain point, there's nowhere to get food except horrible stuff like pharmacies that have like a food section where it's just absolutely a horrible food. There isn't even a 7-Eleven. What happened was chain food distributors moved in and just wiped out the small merchants, and now they close when they want. But what happens is KFC will be running the dollar meal 1 week, and when that ends, McDonald's picks it up. So it's just like people are living on these dollar meals, and they're just like, you might as well just mainline the trans fat.
Yeah. Like over here, on my phone, I've got like Uber, I've got Irish Rail, like but you get an ad from Irish Rail, the train company. Hey guys, because last year I went on the train because I went on vacation to America, and because now I still get, because I upgraded because I've got walking conditions, so I upgraded myself to first class on the app, and it's like, hey, because you're first class, here's a monthly €10 off. Just eat and get yourself something quick. I have Uber to get me around places if I need to go somewhere. Uber Eats is also on, and it's like, hey, we've noticed it's dinner time now, and the pizza places are just opening. Why don't you get a nice pizza from Papa John's, or why don't you go and get some nice KFC? And I'm just there like, go away,
you bastards.
Yeah,
but this is another reason why I like this movie. Aside from the performance, but it really makes you think about, just the lifestyle that you're leading, and what the results are.
My 2 cents on that, just quickly. I'm diabetic. I've told you, and I also have some mental issues, and I eat for depression, stuff like that stuff. So eating is a problem for me. And I live tons of restaurants. 2 buildings down, there's an Italian restaurant. There's Tim's behind me. There's Wendy's. There's a Chinese. I'm surrounded by them. So, but what I've learned to do is I make my own stuff. Like, to save on those times. If I used to work late shifts. Boom. Put a thing of nuts, like some almonds and walnuts. Bring it with me, so I don't have to go there. And just it takes a little bit of work, and it takes willpower. But just making your own stuff, bring it with you, and boom.
Plus, one of the things that impacted our society as a whole was the 2 years of the coof, where everything was shut down. Nobody did anything. Small business owners were losing their businesses. They were sitting at home, nothing to do. So that took its toll, unfortunately.
It did. I mean, during that, I basically gave up. Honestly, it was like every week I was losing someone at one stage, and I turned around and I'm just like, you know what, screw it. By the end of the first year, I gained a lot of weight.
Yep, same here.
Where I noticed it was,
So on a lighter note.
Oh,
I know.
Does anybody really want Captain Marvel anymore? I mean, really? Does anybody want it? I mean,
the question is,
that's a great picture.
I know.
That would drive
me. What is
she
she waiting for? Anyway,
how'd they get her to emote that much?
She's waiting for.
But here's the thing. I saw
a
Brie
cutscene.
They told her smile more.
Yeah.
But here's the weird thing. I saw Brie Larson.
I was going for something else, but yeah.
No, somebody told her your feet are trending on Twitter, and she's like, "What?"
No, someone pointed and said, "Look, a white man."
Yeah.
That's her reaction.
Oh, her
genuine
reaction.
reaction.
It looks so horrible.
I saw Brie Larson in a movie called The Room, about like someone who's kidnapped. She was actually a good actress in it.
She probably is a good actress. The same people are in Kong Skull Island that are in Captain Marvel, and in that movie, they're tolerable.
Yeah. But
well, don't forget that she wanted to be the first Brie Larson. She wanted to be the next her, not the next someone else. It's like, oh, be quiet.
Well, the first Brie Larson
Jennifer
was
Lawrence
actually Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence was the first everything. She's the pioneer of everything.
Like she said.
We owe it. We owe it all to her, our mighty Lord, Jennifer. Lawrence.
Oh, and then what we covered, earlier.
Remember when she killed Hitler?
Oh yeah, exactly. But what we covered earlier, she's not going to get that IMAX screening, so that's going to be a big no-no for that movie.
IMAX putting their foot down, smart on IMAX. They want Dune instead. Fuck the Marvels.
Yeah, that's how I read that.
Hey guys, I need to bounce.
Oh yeah, hey, not a problem.
Yeah.
Potato.
Thanks. Do you mind if I drop my link in the chat?
You may drop your link.
Thank you. I'm dropping
while you're at it.
Yeah, I'm dropping my link there, because tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, 8 Mountains, 7 PST. Sorry about going backwards. I remember because I have friends in that direction of America, and I'm not American, so I go backwards, if you get me. We are talking about the MCU, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I just dropped my link in the chat. If you could give me a subscribe, go check us out, because I'll be there with Admiral Teague later on, and a few others.
Cool.
Yeah. Awesome. So thank you so much for having me on. And I will see you later. Peace.
Awesome to have you, Thurston.
Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah. And thanks for dropping on in. Excellent. Okay. And Snail Messiah dropped on by. Hail, Snail Messiah. How's it going, dude? Awesome to have you here, man. Sorry I didn't come in 30 minutes ago. I thought you would end it. No, this is an extended episode at this point. So, but great to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while in here. So the Marvels. Yeah, this is yeah, it's going to be another Marvel fail movie at this point. So, what's the point? Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be shit.
It is.
I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck about Photon. I don't care about Miss Marvel. Like, her show was terrible. Like, them fighting the damage control and like shooting at them with tennis balls was ridiculous.
Oh God, yeah.
I just don't care. I feel like Brie Larson in the interview. Like, does anybody really want her to? No. The answer is no.
Is that some kind of personal attack?
Yeah, like all that. Like,
yeah,
she's so petty. Like, just walk away then.
No one likes her. Her castmates from the Avengers movies didn't like her.
I think
you
only
see the video
Jackson.
clip. They're all looking at her like, why are you even here? It's taking all the power.
Wacky chick from the moon.
Yeah, to not punch you in the face at this point.
Yeah, I think the most telling
Jeremy
interview.
Renner.
Yeah, I was about to say Jeremy Renner.
I know what you're talking about.
That was the most telling one. Oh. I felt sorry for him because he was like physically trying to move away in his chair, trying to scoot his chair farther.
He was like, I would drive a snowplow across my chest before I listen to this fucking bitch talk for one more minute.
No.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Sorry. Hey, you know what? Jeremy Renner's a pretty cool guy. If you knew that made people laugh,
he was being a hero in real life.
He was
helping out people, and he seems nice enough. And he's had a lot of bad breaks. Terrible divorce where he got like absolutely beat up with a baseball bat full of rusty nails by the lawyer, and then he tries to help someone out and gets hurt. But I would say this: if Jeremy Renner were here right now, the only thing he'd be mad about would be my chest still hurts, and you guys made me laugh. And we hope that I hope that I contributed to the comedy but I have to
loved
beam
him in
off
tag.
because
You gotta
Okay,
go.
Dig.
I've got a dip. Everybody, I'm heading over to another destination which shall not be named, but you can find out about it on Twitter. But everyone's invited.
Thank you very much for coming on by, dude.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I want to just tell everybody what a great guy Comic Relief Crusader is. He's a really cool friend. He has been there for me through thick and thin. We've had times where we had to talk to each other about the different problems we face navigating this YouTube sea. It's not always easy. And the work we did together for Strange New World Season 1 will have us bound together for all time. And to all of our friends and fans and people who supported when we're together and think that we're funny together, the Carla Burtons and everyone else in the world, we thank you and we love you. And with that, I say, remember, Michael, all of our yesterdays have beaten themselves down a dusty path to their own demise. In the words of there are 4 lights. Now I'm going to take the elevator down and have them carry me to my car, over to my show.
All right, man.
Bye, guys. I hope so. Get there when you can, everybody. I'll see you in a little while.
Later.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I got a dip too because I'm gonna go co-host his show.
Okay. Well,
yeah, but it was great to be
thanks,
on
Al,
here
for
for a couple
dropping
hours.
by.
Yeah, man.
No, I appreciate it, man.
Happy 2-year anniversary on YouTube. Thanks for having me on your show a bunch of times. I've had some fun. I love those Omega Mart ads. You do great stuff. Good talking with you, Pop, Mari, Foggy
here.
Brains, Potato when he was here. Everybody. All right. I will see you guys later.
Later.
All right, see ya.
Guys have a good one.
Okay, so let's see. What are the next videos I did? Yeah, now you know what? I am a long-time Doctor Who fan. Such a long-time Doctor Who fan. And yeah, Tom, I know you are too. Well, I mean, pretty much everybody in my geekosphere is, at one point or another a Doctor Who fan. But this, with the 60th anniversary coming up, and now the Doctor, well, I mean, it was bad enough that they turned the Doctor into a woman because it has to be just diverse. And oh god, that was such a horrible couple of seasons. I wish it would die. But now the Doctor's going to be black and gay on top of that. Oh,
Wait, what?
and the companion's going to be trans. So yeah. So
way to go. Those
yeah, so you
boxes,
thought things were you thought things were bad with Chibnall, but now with Moffat coming back and Bad Wolf coming back onto the scene, this is gonna be be potentially worse.
Those check boxes aren't going to check themselves.
No, they're not. Then what's I'm going to be co-hosting with Teak. I congratulate you, Comic Relief Crusader. Very proud and hanging in there for 2 years. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So this. Oh God.
I'm right there with you. I'm like a child of the 70s and 80s. Tom Baker was my first Doctor. Then I discovered Pertwee and Troughton.
Mm-hmm.
So what they've done to this franchise is horrible. Mm-hmm. I actually don't mind the idea of a female Doctor. It's just the way they approached it with the writing.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, if they did it right, it would have been fantastic. It would have been interesting. Instead, they took the hard misandry route and started just attacking men outright. And come on, if you're going to attack half your audience, at least.
I know. And then being smug about it, saying, oh, you're the Doctor. Oh, I've had an upgrade. Ow!
Right. They actually started that halfway through what's his name's era before
Chibnall or
the Doctor, the previous Doctor, whose name I'm blanking on now.
Yeah, me
the old
too,
guy who.
Why can't I remember his name?
Yeah. I thought he was decent as a doctor. I liked
one
his
after Matt Smith.
Huh?
Peter Capaldi.
The one after Matt.
Peter Capaldi.
Yes,
That's it.
Thank you. Yeah,
I liked him as a doctor. I thought he was great. He brought a lot of presence to the role.
I did too.
But halfway through his arc, it's like that's where the story, the writing took a turn for the worse, and that's where they were introducing the man bashing. Now we can all agree misogyny is bad. Why can't we also say misandry is also bad?
Yeah,
exactly. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
It's like you can't bash women. On the other hand, let's not bash men as well.
Exactly. Right. That's all we're asking for.
Yeah. That's
like Marissa's first doctor was, well, I mean,
Christopher Eccleston.
Eccleston. But I think do you still like David Tennant more?
I mean, I loved Christopher Eccleston's doctor. I loved David Tennant's doctor. I fell out of it during like Matt Smith's doctor, and that was really it for me. But I mean,
yeah, I did as well.
I like them both.
I kind of liked Tennant. Tennant was like the new era's Tom Baker.
Yeah.
Because much like Peter Davison following Tom Baker, you had Matt Smith following David Tennant, and that was a hard act to follow.
It was, yeah. Although, you know what? I did like, I kind of grew into Matt Smith as well as liking him,
Some of the stories were too out there for me.
Dinosaurs on a spaceship?
I was just thinking that. You literally read my mind. Dinosaurs on a freaking spaceship.
Dinosaurs on a spaceship!
Come on.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay.
That's where it started going downhill.
That's where it did, really.
No, but unfortunately, Doctor Who is like the deadest of the dead franchises for me. I don't think there's any reviving it at this point.
No, and that's a shame. Like, because now we're in 60 years, right?
Yeah, it's the longest running sci-fi franchise, longer than Star Trek.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. Mandalorian. Well, yeah, that last season. Okay, so this.
Oh
okay?
no.
Yes. Okay.
Oh no.
Taika Waititi. Oh God, I hate this director. Has been in talks with Warner Brothers to do the story of everyone's favorite manga, everyone's favorite anime, Akira. And remember those tweets that he made before? If you love Thor now, watch how I destroy it now. So, and oh God, that Love and Thunder. Oh Jesus,
Love and blah.
Oh God, this guy, this moron, this. I hate how he
approaches everything. Like everything has to be a joke. Everything has to be, oh, look at me, I'm cracking jokes. Ha ha ha! Isn't it funny? Like no,
it's like bordering on 3-year-old baby humor almost. It's not even that. But if this guy. No, he cannot. But he's professing, I'm a big fan of the book, of the story. And like, I don't believe you.
I don't believe him, yeah.
You also said you were a Marvel fan as well. And look how you did fine in you did okay with Ragnarok, right? You did okay.
But even at that point, there were hints of his humor poking through where Thor started doing one.
You were starting to make Thor look like a buffoon, basically.
Yeah.
And then in Love and Thunder, like you really made him look like a freaking moron. Like a surfer dude kind of bro kind of, Asgardian kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't want this guy touching this with 100-foot pole.
He's probably going to go through with it because Akira has been it's the anime movie that brought anime to America and introduced Americans to anime and manga. There's been rumors of Akira being adapted to live action for the past few decades.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah.
Fortunately, it's been in development heck for equally as long. So yeah, that's sort of thing where I'm glad it has not had the live action adaptation treatment. But this buffoon is going to have his go at it, and he's going to butcher it just like all the other live action adaptations of beloved anime franchises and mangas franchises and whatnot. So there's no stopping them. There's no stopping them.
I'm still going to stand behind Battle Angel. That was excellent.
Oh yes. There are a
Battle
handful.
Angel was good.
But yeah, there's a handful, but most of them are
and I'm so good, and I'm so glad that that's getting a sequel.
Yes.
But this just now can't happen.
No,
it's probably going to happen because there's no stopping him. Whatever he wants, he's going to do.
Yep,
which is what it feels like.
Maybe the strike will last forever. No,
can only hope. Okay, another one. I was gonna do Lilo and Stitch, but I thought this. Okay, this I thought was hilarious. Whoopi Goldberg has a Dark Horse comic coming out. Yes, Whoopi Goldberg has a Dark Horse comic coming out. It should be out by this November, called The Change, where she's a grandmother. And she's also a gamer. I don't know of any grandmother gamers out there. I swear to God, I do not.
Actually, there is one.
There's one very popular one. Yeah.
Okay, one. All right, I'll give one.
Hang on, I know of two. There's one that plays Skyrim and one that plays Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah.
That got her own villager made after her.
Okay.
Can't remember her name off the top of my head. I think it's Audra, whatever. I'm interrupting. Audie, that's her.
No. Go ahead and talk. That's what this is all about. Right?
Yeah.
So,
this
is why we're here.
Video games were brought up, and I have to talk video games now.
Yes. Exactly.
There was a grandmother that was made like viral on the internet because she played Animal Crossing New Leaf for like thousands of hours, and it was her favorite game, and she like got everything unlocked in the game and whatever. And it became so popular that I think she got like a free like Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch or whatever, and they made her a villager. And the Skyrim grandma, she posted her Shirley Curry is her name. She's 87 plus years old, I think. Yeah. She's a little older than 87, and she streamed her entire like Skyrim playthrough.
Wow.
Or posted the whole thing online over a number of years. And I think there was also a reference to her made in Elder Scrolls Online.
Okay.
I think I would have to look more into that. I think she gets a cameo in Starfield. That's what it was.
Okay.
But yeah, 87 years old and let's play Skyrim. She's super popular for that.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. So in this comic that's coming out, Whoopi Goldberg basically, is a grandmother, a gamer, married, collects comic books, and basically frustrated with her life. And then as she's in her, apparently, I guess the way she put it, in her late 60s or 70s, as she goes into menopause, she gets these powers, and she has to fight crime. I am not joking.
No, that's it
joking.
exactly. I've covered this before, and it's hilarious. I believe this book will be very successful. It will fly off the shelves. Watch out, Comicsgate. Whoopi Goldberg is coming for you.
So apparently, when this character gets hot flashes, her powers activate. I am serious, Tom.
Okay, this has to be a comedy. This has to be.
I am not. No, I am.
It is a real book.
No, I know, but it should be a movie comedy too. This would be awesome. I would actually see that.
I can't even talk about it with a straight face. That's...
Now again, okay. Now again, kudos for because we say this a lot, right? Don't take original characters and change them. Come out with your own thing, and if it flies, good for you. Awesome. You know what? And to Whoopi Goldberg, if this book sells 1 million copies, good for you.
I will applaud that. But that is true. It is original. Yes.
But it is definitely original.
I mean, on a side note, when I'm in my 80s, I'll still be gaming and reading comics. So, yeah.
When I am 80, and what I told Marissa is she's going to be taking care of me and possibly changing my adult diapers for all the time that I have taken care of her and changed her diapers on occasion. When
but that's the difference is that I didn't ask.
No, well, and neither am I. So this is
not
the law of
a responsibility
exchange.
that I should be born into.
This is the law of equivalent exchange, and that's what's going to happen. So, if not, you can always pawn it off to Michaela.
Good luck.
Okay, because she's younger, and you can pawn it off to her. I'll let that happen. So yeah. So the change, and the thing is, Pops on his channel wants to do a reading of this book, wants me to join in a reading of this book. And I have graciously accepted. And I'm going to do a reading
I don't
of this
remember
book
saying that, but okay.
No. The other Pops.
Oh, the other Pops. Okay.
Yes, the
Okay.
other Pops.
Oh, the other Pops. There's so many Pops out there.
I know there's so many Pops, right? So
when is this being released? Is there a date yet?
Sometime in November, I think.
Yes, I'm actually talk to the guy, get my comics. I'm going to talk to him. I'm actually going to get the first one because I want to see.
Talk to him about that.
I definitely have to now.
More power to
right? Yeah, do a review of it, man.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, so now, so Babylon 5 has now come out with that new video, that new movie that came out now. Should be out now, I believe, or very, very soon, of The Road Home. So eventually, Michael J. Straczynski has put out another Babylon 5 movie, and apparently the entire series is going to be coming out, I believe, early winter, late fall, in high definition.
Oh, really?
Of the entire Babylon 5 series.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's about time. Is it going to be Blu-ray? I hope it's Blu-ray.
I believe it's Blu-ray, yes. And I think rumor is they might release a 4K version and probably update all the effects because going through the 90s, it was from what I heard was done on an Amiga computer.
Yeah,
and,
really?
Yeah. And the graphics are,
they're of that era.
Yeah. So
they're still good, but they're of that era.
Yeah. So I'd like to. I want to see this. I definitely want to see this new movie that comes out because I did. Babylon 5 to me was really good sci-fi because the aliens, some of the aliens actually did look like alien, right? Not like you would normally see like humanoid in Star Trek all the time. Like
some kind of face prosthetic or something. Yeah.
I mean, like Kosh, for example, in that mysterious containment suit, right? Like with the one eye. That was definitely alien. That's what appealed to me about Babylon 5. Or you had the shadows that look like these weird spider alien hammerhead creature things, right? And stuff like that. I liked it because it was basically Deep Space Nine, but done better, I find.
Yeah, well, this came out before DS9.
It did.
Yeah, it did. And Jay Straczynski was shopping around for networks to cover it, and when he went to, I forget who it was, Paramount or somebody, CBS, wherever, he was pitching his idea, and it said, well, we don't want to do a space station show, but what you know, later on, along comes DS9, and it's like, hey, that's a space station show. Where did you guys get that idea? No, but this was great. The depth of the storytelling, the depths of the characters, they grew on you. They grew in their personas.
Yep.
I mean, the story arcs to it were incredible. It was unlike anything that came before.
Exactly. And that's the one thing that's going to hook me, is a good story.
Yeah, it's easily one of my favorite. If I were to make a top 5, I keep saying this, if I were to make a top 5, this would probably be number 1 or number 2, because there are some others that might bob up and down between 1 and 2 and 3. That might be tied for like Farscape, but Babylon 5 is easily one of the best sci-fi TV shows in the past 30 some odd years.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Next. Oh God. Fubar. Fubar. This show on Netflix. Oh my God. It was so horrible.
I have not seen it.
Nor have I, no.
I've heard about it, but I have not seen it.
Yeah, okay. I watched his documentary, which is a good documentary. It's not bad, right? For Arnold Schwarzenegger. This show, Fubar. Oh Jesus, help me. Yeah, this was so bad. It's like Arnold is 75, I think, something like that now. He's in his mid-70s. And he's playing a 65-year-old guy, okay? First of all, Arnold, dye your eyebrows, because there's a lot of gray that you just can't help but focus on, right? Dang. And it's just basically nothing but this bickering from, and this bashing from his daughter that he finds out, is also a secret agent, that he's the one that he has to rescue in Central America or whatever it was, right? And basically it's like, he tried to be the best dad that he could be, right? Because, he kept it secret because he was working with, CIA or whatever it was. So he wanted to keep his family safe and not reveal to his family, to his wife, that eventually, they broke up, got divorced, and, to his daughter and his son, that he's a secret agent, right? Wants to keep him safe. I get that. But when he rescues his daughter, it's like nonstop bickering from her. Oh, well, you didn't show up to this. You didn't show up to that. It's like, well, yeah, it's because I was on the secret mission trying to keep the world safe so you don't get harmed. And all this kind of stuff. I tried to do everything that I possibly could, but no, you all have to keep on bitching and complaining all the time. Well, I'm trying to keep everything safe from you, to try to keep the bad guys from trying to find out who I am. But no, that's not good enough for her. Yeah. And it's really unfortunate because the one that plays the daughter in this series is in another series. Actually, I'll probably do a video on that on Netflix called The Good Cop, right? And it's made by the creator of Monk, that series that was out, a few years ago. And she plays a cop in that, right? She plays great in that series. She plays fantastic. She's very likable in that series, but in Fubar, it's like, girl, will you shut up? and just realize what your dad was trying to do for you, right? She's very unlikable in this show, and I just couldn't stand this show.
I just have one
slugged through
question
it.
for you then.
Good.
One question: how does Arnold look in it? Like for his build and stuff, is he still jacked and stuff?
You know, they make him look, still kind of pretty jacked in a way.
The only reason I ask
but he's wearing loose clothes instead of the tight clothes that he used to wear, right?
The only reason I'm asking is I'm still hearing the rumors of King Conan. So
yeah, me too.
He's going to do so. I'm actually wouldn't mind seeing that.
So yeah, they put him in more looser clothes because obviously he doesn't exactly have the same physique that he used to have. So but he still looks pretty good on screen. I'll give it that much. Yeah. And the one that played the oldest son in those movies, oh God, I'm trying to remember. Marissa remembers the movies. That was off of I know it was off of like this comic series. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the one that played the older brother.
First of all, those are novels.
Yeah, I know, but the movies, what I'm talking about, the guy that played the older brother in that, and he's also in the 100. Some of you might have seen that. With the dark hair. I think so. Yeah, he plays the son in this series as well. So, yeah, he's also in this. It was.
So this sounds like True Lies, except not as good.
Yeah, it sounds like a. I wish it could be a True Lies series.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay, so moving on. John Romita Sr. passed away. Yeah, miss him. There was that. Oh yes, and then and we talked about this a few weeks ago. Yeah, Loki basically Loki season 2 that's going to be leading into Deadpool 3.
Really?
So yes, it is.
Yep.
So because Miss Minutes is going to be showing up, and
because everybody loves
Mobius.
Miss Minutes.
Oh yeah, for no apparent reason whatsoever. Yeah, Amy's been hitting the gym again, so he's got some build at least. Yeah, that's true. Arnie does. Yeah, so Loki season 2 is leading into Deadpool 3. We might be seeing a whole bunch of Deadpool variants. And Wolverine variants. And a lot of other Marvel Cinematic Universe variants, and it looks like Jennifer Garner might be reprising her role as Elektra.
Yeah.
And Ben Affleck more than likely might be showing up as Daredevil.
Yeah.
Possibly. I
and
guess
there might be other surprises too. So.
Yeah. And apparently this might introduce all the Marvel mutants into the MCU now.
Yeah.
Sigh.
I don't know. It could be good. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to hold off on this.
Yeah, it could be good, but given the track record that they have on TV, I'm not anticipating this being good. Done well, it would really kick butt and would be great, but we're not going to get that. We're going to get more. We're going to get more WandaVision, more Hawkeye, and then the Captain America, Winter Soldier. I mean, we're not going to get greatness. We're going to get mediocrity.
We're going to get madness. Okay, so moving on from that, Sound of Freedom. God, this movie.
Still yet to see this. Yeah.
I have not seen
here.
This. I want to see this.
This movie is doing so good right now on a $17 million budget, and it's already made over $100 million now.
Well, Elon Musk said he actually is going to show it on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. He said he actually will show it there eventually, so it should be soon.
Now, you know what? Here's one other crazy thing that I heard about this. Okay, because when they went down to South America while they were filming this. They brought a lot of ex-military as protection, as bodyguards, right?
Oh, yeah.
And while they were filming the last scenes of this movie down there, the director, for some odd reason, he noticed that half of his crew were missing. Like half of their bodyguards were missing, and they were gone for a couple of days. And he thought, because I mean, down there, I mean, things are really rough, man. Like there are gangs all over the place. Like sniping people left and right, and people's being snatched away. And they literally thought that their bodyguards were, taken away, caught, whatever, killed or whatever. And they were really worried. And apparently what had happened after a day or two went by, one of the hired help that lived down there brought a newspaper down, or they were watching the news down there. And apparently there was the police that was on the TV, and then at that same time, the rest of their crew came back. And apparently these guys went out, heard that there was more child smuggling going on, assisted the police down there, and caught the guys and rescued all the children while they were filming the ending series or the ending shots of this movie at the same time.
Yeah, I can.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
And people are trying to bash this movie, saying, "Oh, it's all QAnon." It's like, dude, it's about rescuing kids.
Well, yeah, and then people make it about left and right. No, how about just erase that? And it's about saving kids. That's what's important here. I tell people, like, it's not about left or right. It's about
it's not left versus right. It's right versus wrong.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Like, how could anybody, and Tom, what you were saying earlier, and I actually found that article, that California, how can California block a law saying, what was it about
they would have tried anybody who caught being a human trafficker and the same rights as a murderer. You would have been tried like a murderer, but they blocked it.
Yes.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, somebody high up has some reason.
Nice of you to drop by.
Yeah.
Thank you for the congrats. Yeah, how can anybody block a law like that?
There's something wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the people who attack this movie are also the people who promote the bad things that Disney and Netflix are doing or promoting.
Yes.
And it's just backwards.
Well, some of these companies wouldn't. I guess they tried to shop it to Netflix and other ones, but they denied it. But yet they show something like Cuties or something.
Yes. I mean, the things I can't even bring myself to mention. It's just how disgusting they are, and it's stomach churning. It's the stuff that makes you sick just thinking about how bad it is.
I'm so crawling right now. I get angry just like
I know. Because, I mean, obviously, as you know, I have kids because, well, one of them is right here. So,
yeah, exactly.
And I tell you, see, and that's why I told, like Marissa or even now our youngest one, like if somebody puts their hand on you, freaking just kick them straight right in the nads.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
I don't care. I don't care.
And supposedly to do with this too.
Go for the happy sack.
Exactly. Mel Gibson supported this film, but there's a rumor that he's working on a documentary that he's not mentioning.
Yes.
He's got a documentary on this exact subject, but he's not talking about it because he's afraid they'd shut him down immediately. But he's still working on it. So,
but I tell you, anyone lays a hand on one of my kids, and I don't care how old they are. And Marissa, you are here right now. And I will say this also: anybody, I don't care who it is, does harm to any of you guys, I will beat them within an inch of their life.
I can get a shovel.
Swear to God. There we go. Thank you.
Release the body. But anyway.
Yep.
I didn't say that. Nope. Wait. Nope.
Lime does wonders. Anyway. Moving on. So I'm happy for this movie.
Yes.
So the last one that we're talking about, Mission Impossible that just came out recently.
Isn't it like 3 parts?
Two.
This is a two-parter. Okay, two-parter. Yeah.
I have not seen this. I don't know about it. I kind of want to see it.
I definitely want to go see that. This is hey, God, what is this? The 7th one in the Mission Impossible
something like
series.
That.
I actually just rewatched them all, and it was so just
It is, man. Man, Tom Cruise just keeps on going and going and going, and just like with Top Gun Maverick.
Did you hear when they filmed this? There's supposedly one stunt he wanted to get done before anything else because he said I could have died doing the stunt. Like, dude. He actually wanted to do this one stunt in the film. He said, just film this before anything, just in case I die. Like, okay.
Wow.
And he's exactly right. Now, but like, wow.
Now, a lot of people talk about who is the last great Hollywood actor. Mm-hmm. Would you say it's Tom Cruise? Because I've heard other names that where actors have fallen out of favor. So I'm thinking Tom Cruise might be the last great movie actor, movie star, because
I think
he relatively has no or low baggage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I think you're right. I mean, a lot of these other people out there, you know what? I'll throw a name out there. I'll say Chris Pratt, right?
Yeah, Chris Pratt. I mean,
he's good.
Before the slap, I would have said Will Smith because I kind of like him as an actor, but him as a human being,
yeah. I think Chris Pratt has the potential, to be a really good action star, right? Like Tom Cruise, but that's got to be earned, right? Tom Cruise totally 100% earned it. Because he's done a lot of stuff, and I mean, God, he's flown planes. Yes, he does his own stunts. Totally, 100% successful because he does it himself, and he's proven it. I think Chris Pratt has the potential to become just like that. But he's got
another name here, and not just because I'm a wrestling fan, but Dave Bautista is so underrated. As an ex-wrestler, now actor, and he's billed and he's done action, but he's done serious roles too. And he is very wide range. So, I mean, some people say Dwayne Johnson. I think he's limited. I think Dave Bautista is amazing.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson is overrated. He's
very limited,
too much. He's limited. He's in too many movies. He's attached to too many properties where he's miscast.
Yeah, agreed.
I think so. Yeah.
I think Dave Bautista, like he was in the Indian one there. He did an amazing role, and he did that horror film. He's really amazing.
And he's in the new Dune movies.
Yes.
So he's got some versatility to him.
Exactly.
I think so too.
But I'd say I have to agree. Yeah, Tom is probably the top guy. Yeah.
And as Linrod said in the chat, his dedication to his craft is second to none.
Oh yeah.
For Tom Cruise, he's dedicated to his craft. That's for certain.
Got that right.
Well, did anybody hear the recording? And I actually backed Tom on this when they weren't wearing masks on set because he was afraid to get shut down. And I'm like, he was just telling them, "Listen, I'm putting it." And I actually agree with him. I'm like, you're gonna do it on set. And
yes, I'm familiar with that incident where he was yelling at the crew members, and some of them quit because, I got yelled at. Yeah, I quit. Yeah. Well, that's during the Koof, and Tom had a point there. Like he's trying to keep
just being
people
cautious.
Employed.
Yeah.
He had the entire burden of the production on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And he was trying to keep people employed from losing their jobs.
Exactly.
Yep. So, and that's pretty much everything, almost everything over the past 2 years. I know there were more videos here and there. Oh, there was a lot more, but in the time that I got, I can only fill so much in. But yeah, there's a lot of wacky stuff.
Well, good sir,
You know,
happy anniversary.
thanks,
Yeah,
man.
same
I
here.
really
Here's to
appreciate
many
it.
more.
God, I hope so.
Oh yeah.
If I don't get hit by a truck, so or with a lawsuit, or
Just
with a
roll with it,
cancellation. But that's why there's still Rumble. So because I can say whatever I want and nanny boo boo.
Who knows? In another year or two, we may all be over at Rumble chatting away.
Exactly. That's right.
It's pretty good that there's a number of us YouTubers who are hitting the 2-year mark. Like we all started at a certain point in time. Because that's about when I got my start, to maybe almost 3 years ago.
Yeah. Well,
right when a certain event happened.
Well, the thing was, I wanted to do something, kind of like maybe political or something like that. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm not really a political kind of guy. I'm more of a nerd. Like, I mean, I know I talk sometimes politics and whatnot. Only because, just, well, I mean, as you've seen from certain videos, just sometimes the quote unquote left are just, well, I should say at this point, far left, are just complete nutbags. And
they are. I'm
Yeah.
off the left, and they are. They're nuts. They scare me. Like,
and
there's no middle ground anymore, and that's not good.
No, it isn't. And but
to me, argue about. Well, yeah, it's not arguing like meet a middle point, talk, discuss, but the extreme, like, no, my opinion only, and that's it.
Exactly.
What?
And I thought, well, you know what? No, I mean, as my daughter here can attest to, I've always been a bit of a nerd, and just a bit. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, say it. You might as well.
No,
this is your shot. You haven't.
I'm not gonna step up. I'm not gonna be funnier than you on your own show.
No, I allow you, so you may.
No, it's
glow.
gone.
Spread your wings, O daughter o' mine, fruit of my loin. See, you got to top that now. Come on.
Come on. There are better ways to refer to me.
Do it. Come on, I'm right here. Get me.
You could do a little better than fruit, I think.
All right. Kill me now. Okay. Anyway. No, but I mean, I've always enjoyed a good movie or a good TV series or
I'll speak
or a
to
good
it then.
comic. Yeah,
I've known you for years and years, many years, and you're the one who got me into Spawn. He's my favorite character because of you. So yes, you've been a nerd fan for years, same as me. So
yeah, see, and like Mari was saying earlier, I mean, she loved Indiana Jones, like those early adventures and stuff like that. And I mean, we went to go see the prequels, the Star Wars prequels, and all the fun nerdy stuff. And I suppose I kind of got you guys into anime a little.
Yeah.
And and I mean, I've gamed with you and stuff like that, like say for example on Mabinogi and stuff like that. So we've enjoyed all this kind of stuff. And I
go
thought,
and name drop the MMO, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Where's my money, Nexon?
No, you have to become a soul streamer for that. They have a name for that.
Yeah, because there's no way I'm going on
Twitch.
League of Legends.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But that was more my forte, right? And it's like more and more people, especially coming out of the last Star Wars sequels. Oh my god, killing Han Solo. What was it, Marissa? It was either you or Sarah that was like, I can't believe they killed Han Solo. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Why? You guys were in dismay almost. Like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, there was the initial shock value to it. I can't remember like having watched it, like it was so many years ago at this point. But like looking back on it narratively, I like see what they were trying to do and like what was his name, Ben's motivations or whatever.
Yeah.
I can understand from a storytelling point of view, but I mean, looking back on it, it just feels like a way to like sweep all of their like older characters out of the way to make room for the
legacy
the new flagship cast of the old franchise, like they're doing with Indy.
Yeah, they had to get rid of the old classic characters to prop up their cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to make their new, more popular cast and just keep throwing actors at the wall until they stick.
Yeah.
We don't have R2D2, but we have Beach Ball 8.
Yeah, that's right. No, right. Jeez.
Oh, this is marketable, right? This is small, cute. This is what the people like. This will sell toys, is what it'll do.
We're connecting to the audience. No.
Oh, and look, it's got a little bit of resemblance to the old thing that you guys liked. Remember that? Remember that one?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
Remember?
We made them
Remember that?
orange now and easy to make a toy out of.
Yeah.
Easy to take to the beach with you and kick around.
Easier for your kid to put in their mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, R2's legs, those were cumbersome.
Hey, they had rockets. Come on. They were
No, I'm
functional
talking
to a
about
certain
trying to
degree.
fit it in your mouth.
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that would be
yeah.
would be a bit hard. So the gag factor, you'd have to get past that.
See, you got
So-
something round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, depending
it's
on
like
the
a
size of it.
pacifier. It's a pacifier. That's right. It's the new Star Wars pacifier. Suck on this, fans.
We have to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. This is where she gets her snarkiness from me, because at this point in my life, I'm a bitter old man, and it's going to carry on into the next generation. And one day, one of my kids will probably start making YouTube videos, bitching and complaining just as much as I probably have. So
there you go. Pass it on to the future generation.
That's right.
I don't need a YouTube channel to do that.
Oh, well, good enough. Then thank God.
Probably be
I have a perfectly good social circle.
Oh, well, excellent then. So, that being said, seeing how the hours are waning on, and pretty soon I'm going to have to get ready for job number 2, I want to thank everybody that took place in this second anniversary special, and we'll probably do this on another Friday. So I want to thank everybody that was in the chat and that came by. First of all, I'm going to say thank you, Admiral Teague and Appion and Potato Raven that showed up in the channel as well. Lenra, thank you for joining in, and God, please, people, I hope you hit that like button. John Rendell was also here. Razel Kane Reviews also was around, and we also had Disney Sheepherder. And Super Goji Reviews also dropped on by as well. Sorry, I couldn't get a link to you as well, Super Goji. Get on Twitter, and I would have been able to get you one. Tim the Enchanter was also here. Hail Tim the Enchanter and Captain Fandom Nerd. And we had everyone's favorite. God, his YouTube channel is blown up lately. Dadman Walking was also here. So hail Dadman Walking. And the Dadman Clan. And JRC99 was also here. Thank God that you're still on shore leave, and we appreciate your service out there in the Navy. And we had Flip City Magazine that was here as well. Nice to see you as well, Flip City Magazine. And Pops. And no, not you, Pop Culture Republic, but this Pops. So was also here as well. That dropped on by. Dude, thank you for dropping on by and saying hi. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Who else was here that I'm just going through the
There
entire
was
chat?
Raquel SSG 2211.
Yes, Raquel. Yeah, thanks
Raquel.
also, Raquel, for joining on in. And yeah, we still had Jim the Enchanter. And Stephen Ransom also. Stephen
That's
Ransom, thank you very much for joining in as well. Great to see you, man. Really appreciate it. And as I'm still scrolling down, Making sure I don't miss anybody because I'd be a douchebag that way. And I'm trying not to be that. And Snail Messiah. That's right. One of the first guys that joined up on my channel, Snail Messiah. And you know what, dude? I know that because I feel particularly bad for Snail Messiah because he was the first guy that won my subscription draw at 250 subs.
Oh wow!
And
Yeah, I think
yeah,
I
and
remember
he lives all the way in Europe, and I sent him something, and it either got lost because he never received it. It either got lost in the mail, or I don't know, or somebody took it or something like that. I feel particularly bad about that. So thank you, Snail Messiah, for joining in, and Wendy Trauma Warrior joined in all the way from Texas.
That's right.
So
another Texan.
helping. That's right, another Texan. Patching up people like gangbusters. So thank you, Wendy, for joining out in, and I promise for drawing those huge circles. They're huge. They're gonna be huge. I just have to get a portrait of you to be able to draw you to make those huge circles that you want. So and just joining in right now, Ronan66 joining in just in the nick of time as we are ending up here as well. So catch it on the rewind, dude, unless you were lurking and you finally managed to join in. And to whoever might be listening in on Rumble, thank you very much for joining in on Rumble and listening in there. I see that we got 4 people watching on Rumble right now, so thank you for all of you on Rumble. Pop Culture Republic.
Yes.
You got anything going on lately on the stream as I ask you to plug you?
All right. Pop Culture Republic, where I talk about anything and everything pop culture related. TV shows, movies, comic books, anime, sci-fi, fantasy, whatnot. Let's see. If I get the time, I may do a live stream tonight, or I might do a more organized one tomorrow afternoon, like 2 p.m. Central Time. I keep thinking about doing a continuation of my 2-year celebration. I've done a couple small streams, but I might actually take a note from out of your book and do like a little slideshow of things I've covered in the 2 previous years, because I was actually thinking about how am I going to do that? What am I going to do to talk about what I've done in the past 2 years? And then you've excellent show today, and
I try to lead by example, good citizen.
So I've been at it 2 years myself, more of a part-timer because I get on when time allows.
Yeah.
So it's like one live stream every week. Sometimes I might have 2 or 3 live streams every week, but at least once a week.
There you go. Nice. Foggy Brains, what do you got going on, Kimosabe?
Well, today's Friday, so don't forget 10 Atlantic time. The rest of the world, your time zones. That's I always debut a video every Friday night. I also do the TikToks because it helps advertise the YouTube channel. Foggy Brains, like I said, I actually advertised it to Kevin Smith recently, nudge, a couple days ago. So I'm hoping he could, being a 420 himself, blah, 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 blah. The Classic Leftist is still in the works. Again, to try to do multiple channels is a lot of work. Plus, as you know, I'm a photographer, so I'm still working on my calendar and my book on the city of where I'm from. So
cool.
That's what and I got a part-time role in a film next week. I'm only an extra in the audience, but hey, it's still with the film co-op, so I'm still doing stuff there on the side. So
nice.
Very cool.
And Marissa, anything you might want to say?
No, I got nothing to plug. I'm more of a private part-time illustrator, I suppose. I don't have any social media to plug. I don't stream. I don't do a whole lot. I'm not a social media person. I just enjoy my fantasy D&D content. I enjoy gaming. I am unknowable. And I am here to support my dad in his endeavors. Good job. Proud of you for 2 years. I know that this is not my realm of interest, at least not nearly as deeply steeped in it as you are, but I am happy you're doing what you're doing, and you obviously have your audience and your crowd, and I'm proud of you, Dad.
Aw, I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, that's great. I'm so happy.
Aww.
And
I'm not going to make this about me.
Either. No, exactly.
Fine then, don't keep it. I'm not doing that again.
All right, fine. I don't care. Jeez.
Did you give her the script? What?
Ungrateful friggin'.
I
You can
am
steal
all
the skill a little.
improvisation, baby.
Yeah. See? Exactly. Now you know where she gets it from, right? So
just with that fresh millennial twist.
Yes, exactly. Thing, pow. So all right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining along. God, we've been going on for like almost 2.5 hours, and I gotta get ready for job number 2. Marissa, also happy birthday in 2 days, and congratulations on being engaged. I hope that guy does not incur my wrath, and I do not want to unalive him. So, that's the last thing I'm getting in as well. So to everybody out there, I'm going to see if I can probably do this for another Friday, maybe make another thing, add another show into the works. So basically you got the Titillating Tuesdays on Tuesdays, of course, because I just like that word titillating, because it just gets me all nipply inside. And so you got that to look forward to on Tuesdays, and ending off the week like this on a Frantic Friday. So maybe I'll just do 2 shows and see how that goes, and bring the hours up and just expose me and expose all of you guys if you want to join in again. To end off a week. Probably maybe not as long, but if you guys are game, we can do this again on another Friday.
As long as I can make time for it, yeah.
Yep.
You got it then. All right.
Yeah.
So to everybody on the chat, thank you all for dropping by, and please catch it on the rewind. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. On top of that, if you could hit the share button, I would greatly appreciate it. And to everyone here on the panel, to all of you out in the audience, thank you for joining in. And well, let's see what happens in the next year. See ya.
Later everyone.
Peace.